over so I can be on my normal stuff. Because I'd rather be in Streamlabs, to be honest with you. Let's see. Or did it automatically switch me? Alright, it says we're live, guys. Oh, I know why it won't start the video transmission. Alright, I'm going to switch over, guys. Go to the new channel. Or go to the new video. It's up there, so we're switching over. So I got to close down. I got to end my stream over here, okay, guys? So I'm going to stop streaming. And we're going to switch over. And then I should be able to get the camera working on the other one. There we go. Alright, let me even look and make sure that it's working over here for me too. Yeah, that one's frozen now. Alright, so let me go to my channel. Yeah, it says 2 live streams. Alright, I'm gonna go to this one. This one's working. Why is why is the quality so bad? There we go. It just looks weird. Okay, everybody. I see Carol's here. Alrighty. Alright. So, you know what? Let me like this bad boy. We got 10 people watching. Alright, we're here. So, now we're back to normal a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I know you guys like Keith Sweat. Just a touch of love. A little bit. But now I don't have to add that extra screen with the chat room because we're only doing Twitch, or we're not doing Twitch anymore since I'm kicked off of Twitch. Because I'm a racist piece of shit, I guess. There we go. Everybody's coming in. Alright, so you guys don't need the chat up on the screen, do you? I don't think we need that. Or do we? Alright, so let's go. Let's start. Now I gotta set it all back up again. Hold on, guys. We've got to pick one of these. We've got to... So you're not looking at my... I gotta change my screen background, by the way. There we go. Okay, so there's that. I gotta get ready for when Drunk Uncle comes in. So we got... Actually, so now what? Look, we can do this. So now your guys' screen is bigger, right? So you don't got... righty, row. So I got a story. What's up, Expandos? What's up, Nagasaki? So I got a story for you guys. So last night, you guys know I was in San Jose. And I got home, and first off, Donnie was just freaking out at the door. Like, oh my God, you haven't... So I kind of recorded him. It was kind of funny. But then I got so I'm about to unload my truck, and somebody drives by. It's like 11:30 at night. And they're like, hey, here comes Donnie now. They're like, hey, you motherfucking racist, and blah, blah, blah. I should kick your crippled ass. And so there's a stoplight right in front of my, like, 3 houses down. There's this 3 house. So I'm the 3rd house, and then there's a 7-Eleven type store. So they're at the stoplight. It's red. And I'm like, what the fuck did you say? And they're like, I should kick your crippled ass, you racist motherfucker. And I'm like, then turn around and come on. Because, like, there's a center divider on my street. So, I'm like, well, then come on, motherfucker. He's like, don't make me kick your crippled ass. I'm like, you keep saying you're going to do it, but I don't see you turning around and coming. And he kept yelling shit and stuff. And I mean, he's in like a 1984 freaking Nissan. You know, those old, I think it was one of those old trucks. I don't know. I couldn't see. It was so dark. It was all like spray painted and shit. And I'm just like, bring it on, motherfucker. And the light turns green and they're just like, that's what I thought. You know, I think it's funny how people will sit there and, I'm going to kick your fucking ass and blah, blah, blah. But then when you call them on it and you say, well, then come on. They don't ever do it. Because they're a bunch of bitches, right? Anyways, Ultimate Gamer, you know what? I haven't seen him. Have we? I don't know. That's weird. I hope he didn't get in trouble again. Right? What's up, Monster? So yeah, that was my interesting day yesterday, or last night. Man, my throat is sore. I hate it. I used to have a boss. He's like, well, your throat is sore. Why don't you come over here and I'll put something down there that will soothe and coat it. Like, yeah, get away, you freaking motherfucker. Well, anyway, so yeah, so now we're kicked off of Twitch. And I remember I was bragging about Twitch, saying, you know what, Twitch has never given me any issues. Twitch is pretty good. So, I don't know what to do now. I honestly don't. I gotta look up some software programs. I've got this Windows machine here that I bought at a thrift store for like $10, less than $10. I'm gonna have to go and figure out how much, or I gotta figure out if it works or not, number one. And then, shoot. I gotta set it up in a room where it's cool and stuff like that. So I'm taking, you know, the room I'm normally in filming. I'm gonna go, yeah, Odyssey. We should try Odyssey, huh? I gotta go and tear down the stucco in the back room so I can add insulation, and the windows. My windows plexiglass, or actually that one back there is plywood. So I've gotta go and tear, and whoever put the stucco in this house, so it's all stucco all the way around. They put black tar paper, then they put the chicken wire, then they put stucco on top of that, then they put either another, then they just put another chicken wire and more stucco on top of that. So, like, when I was married, my wife's like, I don't want that wall between the kitchen and the living room. So I went up in the attic. The joists were going the right way, so it wasn't a load-bearing wall. So we took it down, and it took forever. I mean, the wall, the shit on the wall is like that thick. So it's gonna be a bitch to take down the rest of these walls here in the house. So if anybody wants to get rid of some aggression and you live near me, let me know. I could always use the help. You know, tearing down a wall. I've already got the plywood because I bought like 2 or 3 years ago, I bought a storage unit, and it was a gymnasium, and they had like the bouncing boards. They had like 1-inch thick 7/8 probably plywood, and it had all this foam on there. So I've been taking the foam off of it, and some of it's warped from being outside, but it doesn't matter once you lay it on the flat joist. So we're gonna cut up my floor. I'm gonna put insulation on there. Then I'm gonna put plywood on there. I already have that. So what I'll probably do is go to Home Depot and apply for a credit card, I guess, because that's what we're gonna have to do, and get some sheetrock and insulation. And I already got the windows because I got them for free on Craigslist. And once that is done, I got to rewire it too. Get a permit. All this stupid shit. Oh, I know, guys. So, oh my gosh, I said, oh, you're finally here. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you, drunk. There you go. We're letting drunk uncle in. There he is. Sorry, drunk, I didn't see you.
Oh, I just got here.
Oh, did you? Okay. Dude, we got kicked off of Twitch.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't log in for shit today. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I log out, and I went to go log back in, and it says you can't log into Twitch because your account is suspended. So I went through my emails, and we got suspended for hate speech. Something out. Let's see. Let me find the email again. Since you're on here, it's for the new people, I'll read this email I got from Twitch.
Hello, Kim.
It says, Twitch is committed to keeping our community safe for everyone. And as a part of that, we require all users to ensure that anything shared on their account abides by Twitch's terms of service and community standards. Based on a review of your daily or your activity or content, we have issued a community guideline strike on your account. Due to the severe nature of this violation, or the fact that you've incurred multiple violations, your access to Twitch services is indefinitely restricted. So, and they said the reason is extreme hateful conduct. Focusing your conduct on promoting, encouraging, or facilitating the discrimination or denigration of others based on their protected characteristics.
What the fuck are they talking about?
That's what I'm wondering. So they say examples of this are devoting a majority of your stream towards promoting racism or xenophobia, We're not racist. Xenophobia, like I said earlier, I'm on it. I don't even know what the fuck xenophobia is.
Xenophobia means you're scared of other cultures, or so like I always heard ethnocentric and xenocentric,
Uh
and social, well, socials, not social studies, but I don't know, the class where you learn about people's behaviors, not sociology,
Sociology. Okay. Uh huh.
So ethnocentric would be like if you go to, let's say, a country where they eat bugs.
Yeah.
You don't eat bugs, but you go to that country and they're like, we eat bugs over here. And you're like, all right, well, let me try it.
Uh huh.
That'd be ethnocentric. Xenocentric would be like, uh, absolutely not. I'm trying it. I have no interest in trying it. And so just no. So basically the not accepting or not wanting to even attempt to understand other cultures.
Okay. Well, I don't think we did that.
No.
So then it says, going on a prolonged rant about how a specific group of people are a danger to society because of their religion. Definitely not doing that.
I wonder if they're talking about, since like we brought up, or at least I brought up a couple times that I'm pro-Israel.
No, it wasn't that. It happened Monday night, so I'm thinking because maybe the Mega Rapino shit. What's up, the truth? But here's the other part, though. Here's what I think the main reason is. It says participating in or organizing a hate group's malicious activities. I think it's because I'm a Proud Boy. Or was a Proud Boy. So it says your suspension length is indefinite, which means forever.
Is there any way you can contact them and be like, yo, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, it said there's a help link I can go to, so I'm gonna do that. What's up, the truth? But I can't do it right now because I just found out and we're on the show. But like at first I started the show on, I couldn't even get on Streamlabs, so I had to go and what monster? So I had to go and started with just regular OBS, which everybody was like, "Where's all your stuff?" And I'm like, "I'm trying to figure it out." So then I was finally able to log into Streamlabs, and now it's working. So I switched over.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's what happened.
My old MacBook is finally giving out.
Your
So
MacBook?
that's why I'm in my older one that I look at the chat on.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about your new one. I'm like, oh man, I hope not.
No, it's already reset twice, so I'm gonna have to do the looking at the chat through my iPad. So forgive me because I can't really tag people like I can on my MacBook.
Well, wait a minute.
Typing that and first couple letters and
look on this stream. Can't you see the chat right here? Oh, you can't talk on it though.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I can't talk on the chat either, so I just that's
why. If somebody talks to me, my name isn't highlighted in orange on your chat, but I can look down and see like an orange block, and I'm like, oh, somebody's talking to me.
I gotcha. Mine's not highlighted either, so when I go through here, I get you. I understand. But yeah, I can't believe that freaking Twitch. Oh, then you'll know. So I'm gonna tell the story again. I got home last night, and first off, Donnie's going nuts like at the door because if I'm gone for 5 minutes, he freaks out.
Yeah.
And
so my dad leave me. He's never coming back.
Yeah, I was recording it, and then I put my phone down, and I put it in my pocket to unload my scooter, and I hear, "Hey, you motherfucking racist! I should kick your crippled ass." And I look over, and there's some guy in like some old Mazda mini truck, And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, dude. Fuck you. Come do it." And he's like, "Don't make me come kick your crippled ass," or something. I forget how it went, but I'm like, "Dude, I told you, come on, come kick my fuck." And he's like talking all this shit. And as soon as the light turns green, he fucking takes off. I just think it's funny how people, they want to threaten because you can't just come on my side because there's a big old thing in, what do you call that, a center divider?
Mm-hmm.
So he was on the other side. But it's like, if I'm crippled and you can kick my ass that easy, why aren't you coming to do it? You know what I mean? Ooh, what happened?
One of those.
Something turned off here. Let me see. Or something's missing. Is it this one? No.
Oh, I don't even. Have you put my picture on the screen yet?
Yeah, you're.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. You're you're up there. Sorry. You're look at my screen. Look at what I'm looking at. See, it looks like you're on there, but you're not. My
Oh,
bad. I saw it up there and I thought you were up there. My bad. Sorry, guys.
I didn't notice it either. I was trying to see what you were
There you go. But look,
saying.
see the screen? See this thing right here? I was like, oh, Uncle's on the screen already. Sorry,
Uh,
guys. My bad. Yeah, I took the chat down, Steve. I don't think we need it now. Do we need? Do you want the chat on the screen? I mean, if you want it, I can put it back. I only had that because we had people on Twitch that were watching. So, who knows? Wait, that means I can't even go watch stuff on Twitch anymore, can I?
you just don't. You don't have to log in.
Oh, you don't?
Mm-mm.
I can't chat with people though.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh well. Fun times. They're kicking everybody off of stuff though now. So I got to get my back room done so I can put in and start up my own. It's gonna have to start my own space, right? We'll have to find some advertisers to advertise on our webpage. You know, I wonder if it was because we were talking about the Black Lives Matter stuff, and I showed the burning of the Black Lives Matter banner.
I don't know. It would be nice to know what they're exactly what they're talking about.
Right?
Maybe I'll have to go back and watch Monday's stream again and try to pinpoint what may have been it. I hope it wasn't anything that I said, because I'd feel really bad if I was the one that got
I
you kicked
doubt
off.
it. I think they're just targeting us because we're conservatives. And all right, hold on. Let me put
Twitch is asshole.
Right, I gotta change that. Let me put it up for you, Steve. Steve likes to chat up here, so we're gonna put the chat back up. Oops, what did I do there? Control Z. I don't want to mess with that one. Give me a second. I gotta reconfigure some things in here. And now we gotta reconfigure this one. Give me 1 second, guys, so I can get the chat back up here for you. I didn't realize how much you guys liked it. That's what she said. Pain in the butt everywhere. I got so many different windows here. Alright, now I can touch this one. Nope, still can't even touch it. Stop. Something is going wrong here. Alright, so now I grabbed a hold of it. Nope, that's not it. Why is it that one? Sorry guys, give me 1 second. There's something... My mouse is messing up here on my computer for some reason. Nothing wants to work right. Alright, so click on that one. Now I should be able to move it. There we go. Oh, you guys are watching this at the same time. Sorry, guys. There you go. There's your chat. Now you guys get to see kind of behind the scenes of what we do on here. Dude, what happened to my Chrome one? Did I delete one now? There we go. Maybe not. Alrighty, guys. Now you can see the chat, Steve. There you go. There's your chat for you. Let's see. Now I got another issue. Let me move this down some. Got another issue. Alright, there. Now it's perfect. I think that looks good. What do you think, Drunk? Yeah, we look alright.
Well, I have to see what it looks like when it catches up.
Alright, let me know. How does it look, everybody, when it catches up?
Looks okay so far.
Let me know if we're back to normal. Because I have to have this video used as fair use for the purpose of criticism. Because, you know, that way we can't get in trouble. You like Drunk's hat? What's up, the future? Sorry, we've been talking, Hennessy. You were banned from Dungeons and Dragons channel on Twitch just because you said you got a case of MREs for $50 on eBay. You got in trouble for saying you got a case of MREs on... I don't get that. Meals. You're talking
Is
about meals.
MRE an explosive or
No,
something?
MREs are the meals ready to eat packages.
Oh,
Thank you, Mako. The OK sign.
shit. 1984 is fucking playing out.
The OK. See, look. See the three fingers. It stands for the 3% of the people that actually stand up for our country. That's what the 3% stands for. And I don't care if you're Antifa or not, but that's why. I'm not saying anything
Yeah, I
wrong.
always thought, because I've got my Proud Boys Western Chauvinist shirt,
Uh huh.
and it says like trolling the left since like 2017. And so my thought is whenever people started getting all sensitive and shit, and they're like, "Oh, the OK symbol means white power or something," that the Proud Boys were just like, "Well, we're going to start doing that just to fuck with you. If you're that stupid to think that the OK symbol means white power, we're going to start using it just to fuck with you." So I didn't. I know you've said the 3% thing before, but
Yeah, that's
before
from
that,
what I understand.
I just assumed that it was you guys just fucking with snowflakes.
No, well, that's another part of it. Like when I was with Ben, we would do it just to mess with the snowflakes. Just as soon as they're saying, "Oh, that's from what I understand, what I was told is the Proud Boys started doing it because of the 3% that stands up for the country, and it started out it was the 3% of England that came here or something like I don't know the exact, but in the early days of the United States, it was the 3% of people that stuck up for the country. That's why you have the 3%er people, right? And so that's why we took it on. But I think we started doing it even more once they saying, "Oh, you're racist for using that." I think that's what made everybody start taking it on even more, and that's what she said.
And speaking of Ben, did you figure out why in the hell he was in the hospital?
Yes, I did. He actually texted me this morning. What happened is this. Shit, what am I doing? Ben, they were at our friend Brad's house, and Brad's our security guard. He was like our number one security guard wherever we went. He always
Uh-huh.
volunteered, and he moved to Arkansas, and he's talking to me, telling me to move to Arkansas, and he finally convinced Ben to move to Arkansas. So they were at his house, and he has these golf carts. And so Ben was driving, and he had his daughter on his lap, and his wife was in the other seat with their other daughter on her lap. And they took a turn too fast or something. I don't know. Something
Oh,
happened. They rolled the golf cart, and it landed on his wife. It um
yikes.
it messed up his younger daughter's knee a little bit. So
Yeah,
Olivia's
she had some bandages on.
Yeah, so Olivia's not doing so well, and then Ben it cut open his foot, and it broke his wife's pelvis in three different places. So they had to
Yeah, I
fly
heard
her.
heard that.
They had to fly her all the way to Little Rock. So everybody say a big old prayer for Ben and his family. Also, other people we need to say a prayer for is Paul's family. Paul, are you still in here? So Paul's brother and sister are both in the hospital right now.
And as far
So
as I know, my mamaw's still in the hospital, so throw in a little prayer for
yeah,
mamaw.
let's definitely throw in a prayer for. I don't know how to say. Am I allowed to call her Mama since I'm not her
Yeah.
grandson? Okay. Well, let's say a prayer for Mama, right?
Just throw in mamaw. The big man will know what you're talking about.
All right, hold on. I'm not good at doing this. I miss Rob. We used to do this even better. But how about this, everybody? Let's say a big prayer for all the people we've listed above. Mama. Drunk Uncle's grandma. Let's say a prayer for Teresa and Eric Briegel and Ben and his family. And let's hope that they heal, they get out of the hospital, and everything is a positive outlook and things are better when they get out. So God bless you and thank you very much. All right, like I said, I'm not a good prayer. I'm not good at prayers, folks, but I do my best.
My
That's
grandpa was real, or my papa was real good at prayers.
Yeah, yeah. You get those people that can go on for like an hour, and I don't know. That's just not me.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when I'm in church, I'm like, if they say Father God one more time, and make me stand for another minute. I'm gonna just, you know what I mean? Because you get those some people that are like Father God, Father God, Father God, and I'm like, come on, okay. He knows who he is. He knows who he is.
Hello, Danny. Hello, Sunshine.
What's up, sunshine? Happy later. I
And
wonder where
hello to
Hemi is.
everybody that I may have missed whenever I was switching over computers. We got Paulie, Steve Pence, there's Kim.
Hey,
I said, hey,
did anybody
Kim.
see Hemi last night? Oh, he was in the chat room. I don't see Hemi tonight. He'll be in later on, probably. Or oh, Hemi likes to hide. That's right. Hemi likes to hide. And then you got Steve Pence sitting there trying to get me to go and ask out this waitress at the restaurant. So what did you think of that burrito?
It was a big one.
It was good too. Oh my
Good.
goodness, it's still in my belly, I think. Oh, I love those burritos. I'm not supposed to be eating
What
them
the
though.
doctor's orders were. The doctor said you can't use your little man or something, and you decide to use it anyway? Or what was the doctor's orders that you violated,
Well, the
Steve?
doctor told him he couldn't drink, and that might be part of it too. Is Alexis there? It's the heart that counts. Well, thank you, Danny. Yeah, Kim's like, it was huge. So, oh wait, Kim's here. We gotta do. You know, we couldn't do it last time. We gotta do our normal Kim tone drunk uncle animal dance, right?
Oh, I gotta do the intro. Hello, party people and strange animals.
Hey, did you ask them yet? Did you have the cojones to go in the chat room and say, hey, is that Brian Skelter?
I don't get up early enough to actually be in the live chat.
Me either. See you later, Conservative Guardians. Thank you. Is that you in your photos, Conservative Guardians? Oh yeah, Drunk Uncle, you gotta go on Telegram. I know you don't do Telegram. I know you're on there, but you never look at it. Kimtone was showing off all kinds of pictures there last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kimtone was showing off, you know, when she was with her dad was alive. And
Yeah. I don't even know what device that app is on, honestly.
Okay. So, yeah, you were right, Drunk Uncle, not me. Oh, you're Haley Adams' mom? Okay, I met Haley when I was in Portland last year. When we were there for the Justice for Jay event. What was that, September or October? I forget. So, yeah, I met Haley. In fact, I got pictures somewhere with me, Haley, and Jen Lowe. That was fun. Well, tell Haley that Eddie the Cripple says what's up. Oh, wait, I might get killed. No, I can say cripple. I'm a cripple, right? I can say it. You can't say it.
Can I say it?
Yeah, I'll let you. You're part of the cripple crew. You can say it.
Okay. Because people, when I explain people to you, and I'm like, because you say it all the time, I just say, he's a crippled. And they're just like, what? I was like, what? He calls himself that. That's his words. Because I don't realize I'm saying it because that's what, crazy cripple coming through, coming through. You hear it enough times, and, that's just what comes out.
What's up, Brett? I did a search on Crazy Cripple on Twitter the other day. And back in January, there's like 1,000 freaking, who is this crazy cripple? Who is this crazy I'm like all over the place. Then they said I was somebody else. They said I was Hawthorne, whoever the hell Hawthorne is. Do you know who Hawthorne is? I don't know. Oh, you only showed one picture? Oh, well, I was driving, so I didn't really get a chance to look. Oh, Carol showed pictures, too. Carol's like, because everybody thinks I'm fake, so I'm going to show you pictures. And, I gave her a new name last night. So we, I was like, hey, so can I call you Captain Slap-a-Ho now? And she's like, no, you can call me Queen Slap-a-Ho. So we're going to call, instead of Buns, Carol is now Queen Slap-a-Ho. Right? Because she don't mess around.
I'll just refer to her as the Stockton Slap Queen.
The Stockton Slap Queen. There you go.
She's not from Stockton, but
hey, Steve. I know it's been a while, so hopefully it didn't end quickly. Sorry. He's been messing with me all week. I gotta mess with him. Like when you were saying, oh, that's a nice mouth you have there, Eddie, last night.
Yeah. You sure do got a purty mouth.
So that's why I said, hey, Steve, this is what it looks like when I'm with you. Yeah. Nice skinny straw. Anyways. But San Jose was cool yesterday. I know Steve... Now, wait a minute. I know why Steve and Alexis got interested last night. Because Steve was checking out all those girls on my stream last night. When I was going through that mall.
Is that whole town, like, mostly Asian? Like, I was telling people at work today, I was like, yeah, he went to have his tooth fixed, and I was like, man, if you had an Asian fetish, you would be in heaven there. I was like, I swear at least 80% of the people I've seen in that mall were Asian.
Yeah, San Jose has a large Asian community. They have a large Hispanic community, too.
I mean, when I first logged in, I was like, does San Jose have like a Chinatown, like a really nice Chinatown or something?
No, I don't think we even have a Chinatown. But it's like if you that's not even the mall where most of the Asians go. If you go to the Great Mall, which is over, it's in Milpitas, where Milpitas is like the heart of the Silicon Valley, and over there it's just Asian everything, bro. So yeah.
What is Napa Valley? What's special about Napa Valley?
That's where the wines come from. I think that's why he said you can get rid of California, just let me keep Napa. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Napa.
Yeah, and I looked over and asked my employee. I said, I was like, I know what the Silicon Valley is because that's where all the technology and stuff is. But I was like, I don't know what. Was that Crowder today?
Yeah, that was Crowder today. That he didn't say it. What's his name said it?
I think it was Gerald.
Gerald, yeah.
Yeah.
So see, now Steve Pence said they did it 3 times last night, so now he can go like this. He's all right. The stuff we talk about in this chat. Oh my goodness,
baby!
Right? No wonder we're getting kicked off. Oh my gosh. Oh, Steve. Wow.
I know that is not fair, Steve. That is definitely not fair.
Yeah, but we fall asleep right away afterwards, so it's all right.
I get hungry afterwards. I don't know why.
All depends. It all depends. Steve Pence is being a dirty birdie today. So Alexa, did she really quit her job, or is she just visiting right now? Inquiring minds want to know. Dude, so that joke or what was it they did where Dave Landau, they turned him into the Hulk? The Hulk was actually, wasn't that Steven Crowder and not Dave Landau?
No, that was Landau.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't get that one too much.
They were actually being serious about him kept saying that he was hungry. And he was like, there's really those bars. And then I seen the cut, and I was like, oh, okay, they're doing a skit.
Yeah, it's their commercial. All right, the monster wants to say hi. Come on, monster. Am I going the wrong way? There we go. There's the monster. You want to say hi? What's up, big guy? And then there's Panda to come in too. Hi, Panda Bear. And then Brownie's down here. Say hi, monster. Come on, Brownie. Where are you? All right, come on. Jump up. Come on. Come on. You know how to jump. There you go. All right, there's Browners. Hi, Brownie. Say, Drunk Uncle says you're his favorite. Even though he's got a pit bull, I thought Sugar would have been his favorite.
No, I just like that dog's attitude for some reason. I don't know why. I like Brownie's style.
Yeah. So you see how hyper she's got that little dog hyper craziness. What's up, Eden? How the heck are you doing?
Hello, Eden.
What? Hey, I was surprised. Donnie actually didn't chew up too much stuff yesterday. I thought he was going to tear up the house. I was gone for so long. You know what he does is, I've noticed, When I'm like, why did you pick that to chew on? It was the very last, whatever the very last thing I touch before I leave the house. That's what Donnie goes and grabs and chews up when I'm gone. Like, because it still has my smell on it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
like, I'll this asshole for leaving me again.
Pretty much. Oh, and then my freaking pool. So it's been like really hot here, and I haven't gotten a pool in like a week to do my exercises. And I have this little floating thing, and it puts the chlorine. You put the chlorine little discs in there, and when it runs out, it pops up, so you know that you need to add more. Well, because I wasn't out there, I didn't know I needed to add more, and honestly, I didn't have any more. I was hoping to get to the first. And so I went out there last night when I went to go feed Penelope, and I look, and my pool was green, like completely green. So today I had to go buy this algae junk. Hey, Paul, how's your sister and brother doing? I know they're both in the hospital. In fact, you know what? Hold on. My stepdad just texted me. Must be important if he's texting me, because he never texts me this late. Says, in the old days, they used to fly the Goodyear blimp over the ballpark to show your beautiful note out there. Now they use drones to do it. Oh, interesting. No more Goodyear blimp. No more Goodyear blimp. Yeah, he was upset today over Father's Day. And I didn't say Happy Father's Day to him. I normally do, and I didn't think about it, right? So I didn't talk too much about it, but he's like, I play this fucking goddamn game. I play it every goddamn day. And for Father's Day, they sent me like 30 different things saying Happy Father's Day, and there wasn't a single fucking white person in there. I'm like, well, that's the way it is nowadays. You gotta be woke, or else you're gonna go broke, right?
Yeah.
She slapped you upside the head. Oh my gosh. Steve Pence. Wow. At least somebody's getting some. Me and Drunk aren't.
Yeah. It reminds me of, you remember Bad Santa?
Yeah. Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa.
No, you ain't gonna shit right for a week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a funny movie. I don't know why you're crying, Donnie. Oh, he wants to play with Sugar, and she doesn't want to. You wonder if dumping fertilizer in a pool causes an algae bloom? I would think it might, right? I think that's part of the reason why. The same Eric with his leg and Teresa's with an infection. Oh, 2 different hospitals. That sucks. Well, if you talk to them, tell them we're thinking about them. We prayed for them earlier. Damn dog. He always wants to play with the dog that doesn't want to play. Anyways, I guess we should start doing the news, huh? We didn't do any news last night. I know Boris didn't like it. He said, I don't like this. I know you're trying something new. So.
Well, I mean, you couldn't. I don't know how you would get to the news.
Yeah.
Well, let me get the first potty break out of the way. I was kind of rushing home. I had customers in there until after 9 o'clock.
Don't you hate that? But hey, at least you're making money.
That's right.
That's all that matters. It's all about that dinero. America. Donnie, Sugar does not want to play with you. So Sugar, she's got a bad leg. She's crippled like her dad. And so she doesn't well, it's good. Tell him we said hi, Paul. So she doesn't play like normal puppies do. She'll go outside and play with them when she's feeling good. But if she's not feeling good, she won't play with them, and he gets all jealous. Come on, monster. Let's see. Can you guys see? Oops, where am I?
Barely touched the bag of my wraps.
I didn't say brownie. Oh my gosh, she just took it upon herself to jump up here. She's like, Dad, Donnie doesn't deserve all the attention I do. Huh?
Right.
Say, I'm the queen bitch here in this house.
Mm-hmm.
I go after the FBI. Huh? Yeah, you might go mamas. No licking. Okay, get down. That's the only problem with her. She always wants to lick your face. You
Yeah,
seen it?
Julius, I'm sure that's going to be covered.
I didn't hear about that Steve Pence. Really? That is very, very interesting. Yeah. Oh, I got. Don't worry. We got stories on McAfee tonight too. McAfee. I think it's McAfee, isn't it?
McAfee, yeah.
Yeah. I used to have their when I had a regular computer. I used to have their what do you call it?
He was a weird guy, man.
Was he?
Did you ever watch that special on him on Netflix?
No, no, I didn't. I'm gonna
He
have
was in
to.
he was into scat.
Really?
Yeah. Weird.
Man, my teeth are all day long still been feeling weird. I'm not used to having it in here now. That's what she said.
Yeah, it'll take you about a week to get used to it. Like the one I had done,
Uh huh.
because your teeth used to like fit together perfectly, and now it's like different. So you got to get used to it.
Yeah, I was like grinding down on it, like the one next to it. There's still like a dip, so like he made it stick out a little farther, so I wasn't grinding on all my teeth still. But so yeah, another news reporter for a local channel was on air and exposed her station's corrupt ways. Oh yeah, we showed that last week. That's the one from Texas. She got fired. Remember? I was like, I wonder if she got fired, and we looked it up. She's a singer too, so she's not just a. So I gotta get the mic. It sounds better when I'm closer, huh? I don't see nothing
Oh, I
wrong.
thought you were talking about the article that you're showing now. I was like, no, that girl was about the hydroxychloroquine thing.
Yeah, no, I'm reading. I'm reading what the chat
I
room
seen
is.
it now. That's why I just looked confused for a second.
It's all right. I do a lot of confusing shit. I'm a, I'm out there. I know. I talked to my therapist yesterday. I was in San Jose. I had to do one of those video appointments. So they doubled my happy pills. He's like, man, I didn't realize how much of a small. But now here's the bad part. I got to do one of those sleep apnea tests. I think.
My mom's convinced that I got sleep apnea, but I live alone, so there's no way to really tell. And when you have one of those tests, they want you to go to sleep by like 9 p.m. and I doubt they're going to let me have alcohol.
Right.
So the way my body is, I was like, unless they fucking sedate me or give me a bunch of like anxiety medicine or sleep aids or something like that, I was like, I'm not going to sleep.
Yeah. Same
So
here.
maybe I'll just, well, maybe I'll just have to videotape myself one night and see if
Well, I
if
know
I
I
can.
snore a lot. They didn't say I had to take a sleep apnea test, but he asked me about how do I sleep, and I'm like, well, I sleep like 4 hours a night, and then I'll take like a 1 or 2 hour nap in the middle of the day. And they're like, that's it. I'm like, yeah, I just can't sleep because of the pain and stuff. And he's like, well, we need to send you to a sleep specialist. So I'm sure that's what they're gonna do is that sleep apnea test. And
Yeah.
so we'll see. But he doubled my medicine, and then they said after that though, because he asked me, he's like, well, how do you get through the day? Are you tired all day long? I'm like, yeah, when I get up after my nap, I have to drink an energy drink to get through the day. And he's like, yeah, that's not good. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock. I've been telling my other doctor about it for a while, and they never did anything. So at least now this
I,
doctor's
I
doing it.
kind of do the same thing, and I always just thought it was because that's when generally when it's starting to get hotter outside. That I go to bed generally around like 4:30, and then I generally wake up around 9 or 9:30 the first time, and then go back, turn back on YouTube and find something to go back to sleep to.
Yeah.
Or I could be waking up when my PlayStation shuts down because I'm used to hearing stuff in the background, and the computer or the PlayStation shuts down. I'm like, well, what happened? Something changed.
Okay, so Steve says it just happened today. So let's look at a CBS reporter. So let's look it up real quick before I forget. CBS reporter. I thought that was a. So Project Veritas must have another one. Exposes, I guess. Watch and be like CBS reporter exposes themselves. Is this it right here? That's Amazon. Amazon.com has the news. Go to news. I'm not seeing it. Oh, well, we'll have to find it. We'll have to figure it out, guys. Oh, really? Is that on Project Veritas? Let's look at Project Veritas. Maybe it's on there. Let's see if it's on there. Donnie, you gotta stop whining, dude, please. Oh, yeah, CBS, and watch her full interview here. All right, let's see if we can watch it. Are they gonna let us watch it? It says watch it here, but when I go there, it doesn't play anything. All right.
Maybe it's a little bit farther down. Maybe it's at the bottom of the article.
Let's see if there's Project Veritas on here, on YouTube. I know there is, but let's see if they show. Oh yeah, it's right here. 21 minutes. We'll play a little bit, and then we'll play a little bit later on.
It's not about me. They have no idea what it's like to be burdened with this and feeling like I'm watching my country.
She kind of looks like Stifler's mom.
And if I don't stand up and do something when I'm able to, you know, I just don't know that I could live with myself.
You're not just a meteorologist. You're interviewing some pretty heavy hitters here. Gail King, what's your reaction to what she said there?
When I hear fake news, I never think that it applies to us.
I just think that it's a shame because over the last couple of months, I've seen personally that there have been stories that CBS has run that were proven to be fake.
One of those stories that Project Veritas actually witnessed here.
Cherry Health now admitting that staffers were in the line of cars presented to the CBS network.
Well, we knew they were coming. We had no clue that we were going to have to, like, do fake patients.
We are supposed to be the people that bring light to corruption. So basically, they're going to use the power of all of Viacom CBS brands.
Is this journalism?
I don't think that this is journalism at all. I think that this is propaganda being pushed on people.
Why would you do that? You know, basically, that's the most selfish thing I've ever seen.
I was hoping there would be a change.
No,
because
not gonna, the only change is going to be, you know, on our weekend weather person. That's the only change.
Your reaction to what he said?
It's hard to hear that.
Basically,
you're
you're fired.
A wife and a mother of 4. How do they feel about this?
They are so supportive. I'm so blessed to have them. They support me 100%. We put our faith and hope and trust in God. That's what we do.
Oh, they're out of Detroit.
So you're going to go on there and say that, and you think that they're going to say, oh, you know what? She's right. We're going to go ahead and change those now because she said it on the air. You really thought that. The only change is going to be, you know, on our weekend weather person. That's the only change.
I hope they have a
So on the heels of Ivory Hecker blowing the whistle on her Fox affiliate in Texas, she's inspired another whistleblower, this time from CBS Detroit, to come forward with recordings and a story to tell about the bias and what she views as discrimination in her news station here in Michigan.
April Moss, I'm a meteorologist, but I'm also a multimedia journalist. So sometimes I was a fill-in host for Community Connect, which airs on the CW morning show on Saturdays.
You said on the air that you were going to come forward to talk about discrimination.
So all of our policies are passed down from CBS New York, and there's just a blanket statement policy for all CBS affiliate stations. When COVID broke out in March of 2020, everyone was sent home except for the essential employees. So there was, again, less than 20 of us with permission to enter the building. Now, I worked in the building throughout all of COVID, and then we slowly transitioned to working from home 1 day a week.
General manager's name is?
Brian Watson.
Brian Watson.
I felt that, okay, well, I don't want to lose my job. I will comply with weekly tests so that I can keep my job. CBS actually started to ask for access to the data from the lab, Pixel LabCorp, where we were getting our COVID testing, which was voluntary, but I, of course, checked no. They do not need to know my personal COVID testing
that's against
information. HIPAA. That, to me, felt like just an overreach. but I wanted to keep my job. So I continued to weekly test. Governor Gretchen Whitmer just made sure that the mask mandate was dropped for indoor areas. So I requested through HR, I said, I do not want to comply anymore with weekly testing.
So you spoke with Patrick Bynum, and he responded. He's the Senior Vice President of Human Resources for CBS New York. EEOC guidance, which permits the use of a COVID test to evaluate an employee's presence in the workplace. Essential employees are not required to disclose their vaccination status. Essential employees who choose to disclose will still be required to follow protocols. Until July 6th, our current policy protocols remain in place.
So basically what that is it's saying that, hey, you're an essential employee. We really want you to get vaccinated. In fact, we'll even pay you. So you're setting a standard within the workplace already of segregating coworkers, and I should not be discriminated against.
So many people in your position would probably have just resigned or done something else.
All right, we're gonna we'll come back to that, guys. We're gonna we'll do a couple of news shows and we'll come back. We'll split it up.
We get the gist of what happened.
Yeah. I would like.
I bet that lady in Texas. I bet before you know it, she's going to be working for Alex Jones since she's in Texas.
Yeah, that or Project Veritas. Well, no, she's a singer. I bet you she's not going to be in news anymore. She's going to do her singing career probably.
Could be.
Who knows? All right, let's do this one here. Joe Biden has continued his attempts to connect legal gun ownership to violent crime. Although police statistics have yet to support his claims. Last year, the San Francisco Bay Area reported a 35% rise in violent crime. Gee, I wonder why. While shootings and murders rose 45% in New York and 50% in Chicago. Yeah, that's quite a huge difference. And those cities are all gun control crazy people. Those cities have the strictest gun control laws in the U.S. For comparison. Violent crimes in the Republican-controlled city of Miami rose only 13%. And declined by 11% in Oklahoma City, which is also run by Republicans, right? Think about it. If you know that you go rob someplace and they might have a freaking gun, you tend to think twice before you go rob them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of, real quick, something just popped in my head. I have a friend, her name is Darlata. She is in a wheelchair. I mean, she has spinal bifida like I do. And she has one of those electrical chairs. And yes, on Monday, she was driving home from the store in downtown Fresno during the day, and she heard footsteps running up behind her. Some guy took off or grabbed her purse and booked it. Darletta's in a wheelchair and, living off of whatever, her disability, which is not very much because she's never been allowed to work. And some punk goes and steals her fucking wallet. So
I seen a video today of this guy confronting this, or I don't know what was said because you couldn't hear the audio, but this guy's yelling at this old man and keeps reaching for his cane. And eventually reaches over. It's like at a convenience store. So the guy wants his cane for some reason, steals his cane and runs off.
Yeah.
That's odd. Must have been a nice cane. You're robbing somebody for their cane.
I know, right? It's just what our world is coming to. I mean, come on, you're gonna rob disabled people. People are gonna threaten me because what I want to say I'm racist when we all know I'm not racist. What else was I gonna say? Something else just popped. Oh, speaking of canes, I had to go get my scooter charger checked out yesterday, and I'm kind of I was pissed that I had to go all the way to Merced to go and check out the scooter, or I let them check out my charger for that should be under warranty, and they charged me $25 for it. Then I walk in the store, and the girl running the front is a hot Mexican girl wearing a Kelly Bundy dress. And I'm just you know what, it was worth it.
Yeah.
I was like, I can come in here again, no problem. But they charged me $20 for shipping now on top of it. So I could have just bought a different one for $54, but it wouldn't have been the same. It's not the model You know, I think that I looked it up one time before, and it's like $300. So, but anyways, but yeah. So, I if you look in the Telegram chat, I took a picture and because she's walking away from me, and I'm like, I know I'm a dirty perv. I'm a dirty old man. What can I say? I know at the first thrift store I went to. Last time I was there, and she, if you go on Tuesdays, it's Senior Citizen Day. And the girl's like, I have to ask this. Are you a senior citizen? And I was like, well, what's the age limit? She's like, 55. And I was like, yeah, I'm 55. She's like, okay. So, hey, if they want to give me 50% off.
65.
Well, their store it's 55. And everything's half price. So at that thrift store, like yesterday, everything in the white tag.
Of retirement age. I mean, I guess technically you can retire whenever you want to, but
Yeah. My sister's going to retire, and she's only 53.
yeah.
But she's been teaching for over 30 years now. So my sister, she's like the smart nerd. She took double her classes in college and graduated 2 years earlier while working 2 jobs.
Holy shit.
She was the youngest, because you know how doctors have to go and do an internship or whatever they call it? Teachers have to do the same thing. So my sister had to do that, and she was like 20 when she did her internship. By 22, she had her own teaching job. And she's only had one teaching, she only taught at one school. Her internship was at a different school, which was actually here in Lemoore. And now she is up there, and she's been teaching at the same school for 30 years. Never got fired. And I'm surprised, because some of the shit my sister says about Trump and wearing MAGA hats to school and shit like that, I'm surprised she hasn't got fired. But she's an ag teacher. She teaches animal science. So
Okay.
she's in more of I guess you want to call it hick. I can say hick. I'm a white hick. You know? Good.
Country town.
Yeah, in a country town, right? It's so small. There's only like 1,000 people in her city. And the first time...
You gotta go outside?
Bubba gotta go potty.
You gotta go outside?
What's up, Chad Alvarez? Yeah, well, you're only like, what, 20-something, Chad? Anyways. All right, let me finish this first news article. So Joe Biden's speech today shows he does not understand the causes of violent crime. He demonstrates it every time he proposes gun control measures to combat crime in the cities that they have neutered their police forces. Newsflash for you, Joe. Criminals don't follow gun laws, right? And not only that, what's up, Brad? Not only that, he has armed security guards following him everywhere. Everywhere. What's good for you, or what does it say? What's good for you is not good for me, or whatever. Or good for me, but not for you. However you want to say it. I don't know. Let's see, copy leak. Let's move on to the next one.
I think you're thinking of rules for thee and not for me.
Oh yeah, rules for thee and not for me. Is that what it is? Is that how it goes?
I don't know what Bubba wanted. He just went in there and jumped on the couch and looked at me.
Right on. You just left number 7 grandchild's birthday party. Well, happy birthday. Happy late birthday, Chad. Happy late birthday, buddy. Yeah, rules for thee, not for me. That's what it is. Let's see. Where was I at? Is that me?
No, it's me.
You got a girly cell phone signal or sound.
I think it's just the original one or something. I don't know.
Who knows? All right, so Senator Blackburn slammed CRT for teaching kids to judge a person by the color of their skin, not the content of their character. Is that what CRT does? I guess so, huh? Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee joined a growing list of Republicans who have taken a public stance against critical race theory. Blackburn shared a video on Twitter on Wednesday which explained the CRT aims to. Earlier this month, Blackburn's co-sponsored a resolution with Rick Scott and Senator Mike Braun condemning the use of CRT in both K-12 schools and teacher training. In the video, Blackburn, let's watch the video.
You're hearing a lot about critical race theory, so what is it? This is a form of teaching that teaches our kids that America is systemically racist and that you're either an oppressor or a victim, and judge a person by...
Is she at a Trump hotel? I don't see gold frickin' look, that's a gold colored water drinking fountain. She might be at a Trump hotel.
by the color of their skin, not the content of their character. You're hearing a lot about critical...
There we go. Have you heard Burden's new song is called Riot for Me? Really? We'll have to look it up. The senators noted they have sent a letter along with 30 other GOP colleagues to Joe Biden's Education Secretary Miguel Cardona, making their demands known. The group of Republicans also asked for withdrawal of the department's proposed the American history stuff. She's cute. Yeah, she's cute. Let's see. You know, it's funny. So Chad came and met me when I was in San Diego, because he lives down there, when I was filming with Ben. And so he's like helping me, you know, fly my drone, and he's helping me with the cameras. And I was like, well, Ben's over there. Don't you want to go meet Ben? He's like, no, I came here to meet you. And this is before I even had my own YouTube channel. This is when I was just like helping Ben out. So Chad's a cool dude. Real cool dude. Let's see. I was actually over a year ago, I think now. Willow. Hey, Willow, at least you got to eat a whole bunch of pie of birthday cake. Ooh, birthday cake. Cake and ice cream. All right, let me go look and see this up real quick, Chad. I hate doing stuff like this. Ooh, sashimi. What is it called? Burden's or Biden's? Biden's riot song. You put burden, so let's see. What is it called again, Chad? Burden. Let's see if they call it this. You're gonna have to send me a link, bro. I can't take all this time to go find it. Sorry. You wanna send me a link and we'll look it up. Alright, Kamala Harris to visit the southern border this week. Finally.
Willie Brown must be down there.
Huh?
Say Willie Brown must be down there. Like, I'll be there soon, baby.
Kamala Harris finally announced plans for her visit to the southern border months after Joe Biden tapped her to lead the White House response to the growing crisis. Her office confirmed the vice president would make a visit to El Paso on Friday and added she would be joined by Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. Gee, is that probably because Trump is going down there?
I have a different take on it.
Okay.
But it may be in the article.
All right. Many Republican lawmakers have slammed Harris's failures as Biden's so-called borders are, and argued that Biden administration have not made adequate efforts to alleviate the crisis at the southern border. Harris,
hey, hit me with the joke. Hit me with the joke.
Kamala is going down on Texas. That is going down on Texas, and Texas says, do not come. And it says, after all that, the vice president isn't even going to the right place. She's going to El Paso, right? But the border crisis is down here in McAllen, not up there in El Paso, right? Because the border is right at El Paso, right? But
I thought El Paso was nowhere. I didn't think that's where El Paso was.
Yeah, and actually, so if you're driving on the 10 from California to El Paso, when you get to El Paso and you're on the 10, the right side of the freeway is Mexico, the left side of the freeway is America. And you see on the left side, there's nice houses and buildings, and you look across the street and it's like just like little sheds everywhere. It's it's pretty crazy. So this
I thought El Paso was on the southeast tip where they're saying the border crisis is. I thought So is it Laredo? Where is that where Laredo is?
I think this is where McAllen is.
Or maybe close to Laredo?
Yeah. Ding, 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 Eddie. What's that? Oh, I never mind. She said I got it right. Yeah, I think this is McAllen right here. Actually, let's look real quick. Okay, so hold on. He told me the name of the song real quick since we're going over here. I gotta go up again. Riot for me. Let's see if we can hear the song. Hopefully it's funny. It should be. I've never heard of this person before. Yeah, I don't know if I can play the song. I really don't. I'm not gonna get in trouble with YouTube. I don't want to take the risk with YouTube getting in trouble. But here, you guys, I'll give you guys the link. Well, just type in Bird and Riot for me. This is it. You guys can watch it later on. Just because I don't want to get in trouble. Let's see. Border view from Interstate 10 in El Paso. Let's see if they show it. This might be it right here. Bird is not copyright. Yeah, but I don't. You know what, Chad? You can say that, but I don't know what they're gonna say, right? I don't want to take the risk, but I really don't. I just got kicked off of Twitch, so.
Got to be careful.
Yeah. Can you turn it? This is not the best picture, but over here on this side is oh, you know what? It's the other way. This is coming. Where is this coming from? So that's actually in downtown. Never mind. Downtown goes through the center, so it's not going to be the same. Go to images. But it's really interesting how you can see the difference. Let me see the best picture. Nope, not really. Anyways. Oh well, but she's going to the wrong spot, definitely. I think that's McAllen. Now, let's look up where McAllen is. I think that's where McAllen is. Because that's where... Oops. I look up too much liquor. That is good. Have you guys ever had McAllen whiskey? Ooh, it's some good stuff.
Mm-mm.
You never had McAllen whiskey? Very
No.
good stuff. All right, let me see if I can zoom out here. Let's see where McAllen is. No, McAllen's on the other side. Never mind. Oh, wait, no, that is exactly where McAllen is. Okay, so you see there. Oops. Yep. They're talking about McAllen. Gosh darn it. I'm having a pain today. Yeah, see? It's right in this spot. So they're saying the border problem is in McAllen. Yep, right there. See? That's that spot right in the middle. So they're talking about McAllen right there. And she's going way up here. So what was your thought, Drunk?
Was something that Saki said today. And down in the comments, everybody was saying the same thing, that she's going down there because Trump's going down there.
Uh-huh.
Saki was saying that she's like, things have gotten better on the border. Instead of being like, she said like 5,000, like maybe there's 5,000 people that were in the facilities. Now there's only 1,000.
Uh-huh.
And one place that is the processing that would normally take like 100 hours is only now taking 5 hours. And so, of course, my brain starts working with the tinfoil hat. And I was like, oh, she's going down there now because the optics are going to look better for her.
Yeah. That makes sense,
And
too.
she'll probably let the press come in and be like, see, it's not that bad. But Saki said, oh, well, things are getting fixed down there. And I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, she's going. If you really want to dissect something and fix something, you go at the peak of its, when it's the worst.
Right.
You don't go try to fix it when it's already they're starting to make progress or something just for a photo op.
Yeah. And think about it. So if you're coming from Guatemala, right? You're not going to go way over here to this side of Texas. Look how much far. That's easily 1,000. That's what they said. It's 1,000 miles, right? So if you're walking on foot, you're not going to say, hey, let's go from Guatemala to Guadalajara and then go up. No, you're going to go all the way up along the beach area till you hit there because it's the shortest route, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, you're going to go to McAllen. But she's going up here where there's less people. So I think you're right. She's doing it to say, oh, look.
So probably even more optics.
Yeah. Right? Oops.
She's
Wrong
a
page.
piece of work, that's for sure. She is a piece of work.
Yeah, she is. But I mean, look how she got there. She got there on her knees.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And guys, you know, have you ever heard of a guy sleeping his way to the top? That's not very gender neutral or whatever they want to call it, right?
I can't think of any.
What the hell just happened? Dude, there's something weird with my mouse today. Anyways, like I'm trying to close it, hit this X, and it won't let me hit the X. Oh well. Oh well. Gosh darn it. I don't know what the heck's going on with me today. Something weird's happening. We can oh, it's a video. This one. So this one says questions not asked in the Biden briefing room. I really want to close this tab out. Let me refresh it. Maybe it'll go away. All these damn commercial stuff on here. And we're going to have to listen to, no, there's this one. There we go. I was able to close that one. The Biden White House hosts nearly daily press briefings, but glaring questions continue to be ignored. One America chief White House correspondent, Chanel Rion, has more from the White House.
Biden. One America News.
I figured we'd have to do that. Hold on one second. I got to turn this down a little bit. Figure we're going to have to watch their commercial.
freetalk24.com. Finally,
oh man, I saw a commercial. You know what the new thing is on this one TV show? That there's a this girl is living, she's dating or married to some guy, and their ex-wife is living with them too. That's what the new TV shows are. But the girl is pretty though. Okay, hold on, let me turn this back up.
Nearly daily press briefings, but glaring questions continue to be ignored. Here's One America's chief White House correspondent, Chanel Rion.
The Brady press room is open for business. With 100% attendance now allowed, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki's daily press briefings are filled with media organizations, OAN included, and an abundant flow of questions. But despite the uptick in voices in the room, the diversity of questions are sorely lacking. Topics Tuesday largely revolved around gently phrased missed vaccination deadlines.
This White House is very good at setting ambitious but achievable goals. Did the White House believe that 70% was achievable when you set it?
Biden's beleaguered infrastructure plan, or questions villainizing Republican efforts to protect election security.
On voting rights here, yesterday you said that there's more work to be done. Among that is including engaging state legislatures. But the problems, as Democrats at least see it, is not problems in blue state legislatures. It's Republican-controlled states where many of these decisions are already being made.
To which Psaki gave broad and generic answers. Despite media's professed obsession on following the science and imposing draconian COVID precautions, not one journalist asked about a blaring new problem: emerging contradictory science about vaccine use on children. The Biden White House is pushing heavily for children to be vaccinated, issuing public health announcements and ads through the CDC. In one recent CDC infomercial, the CDC calls on families to vaccinate their children. If you have children 12 years or older, the ad says, the CDC recommends they get...
I'm going to hit pause. I don't think we should be talking about this because you never know. They might try and kick me off for it. Right?
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Yeah. So we're going to go to the next news article. That's funny. They were talking about this on Crowder today, too. About all this. How they mentioned it, and all of a sudden CDC changed their webpage right afterwards. Looks like Zuckerberg in a wig. I guess he's talking about Jen Psaki. Sean Hannity questions the New York Times won't answer. Oh, it's a video we can watch, but we gotta wait for this commercial to go through. But you also notice, so they only take questions from certain media, and I guess we really can't complain about that because Trump kept saying, "You're fake news. We're not gonna answer your question, right?"
Yeah.
So I mean,
no, you're fake. No.
Yeah. So we can't get mad at them for doing that, but I'm just saying, you know, they're doing it too. What the heck?
We can't. Why not? We can be just as petty as the left, if you know.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? Oh my gosh, I wonder, you know.
Do it to just be doing it, even if you're really not upset about it. Just fucking complain about it and just be like, y'all can't say shit either.
Yeah.
Double
oh, wow, this
standard
is 10
on the
minutes
left,
long.
and that is the
All right,
mob,
never
the media.
mind.
They're treating.
We're not going to watch a 10-minute one. For 3 long hours, Ben Smith, Maggie Haberman, and the New York Times shamelessly propagated the Russian collusion hoax. They're still on this shit? It was one large part of the Times strategy to continually discredit President Trump and feed it into its readers. Insatiable appetite for anti-Trump venom. I know, so I have it on CNN, like, on my TV, you know, so if I wake up, it'll be on CNN and stuff like that. They kept saying, you know, Trump lied, Trump's a liar, just nonstop. That's all they talk about is President Trump still, because that's all they have. They can't talk about Joe Biden because they know how bad of a president he is. Oh, man.
That's what gets them the ratings.
Right?
Nobody gives a shit about CNN unless they're talking about Trump. I mean, I think CNN's like up for sale.
Are they?
Trying to sell it. I can't remember who owns them.
Doesn't Turner own CNN? Let's see. No, because you know who would buy them if they were... Oh. Well, that said in 2020. That was in 2020. That in a CNN sale, it would be valued at $5.6 billion. You know who would buy it? You know it would be funny if they really are for sale? If I was Trump, I would buy it. Could you imagine that? President Trump buying CNN?
Yeah, I mean, that would be the biggest...
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I bet you they wouldn't sell it to him, though. Yeah, we're getting to that, Bobby Grant. We're getting to that. We're getting there. That's part of the news setup we have coming up. But yeah, that would be a big, you know, fuck you. Him buying CNN. Change it to TNN, the Trump News Network. No, it would have to be TNA. The Trump News. What could the A stand for? Association, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, another major part of the Times partisan strategy is something known as bias of omission. For example, the New York Times rarely ever reports positive news about Donald Trump. At the same time, the paper almost never reports negative news about Joe Biden, despite his tumultuous time in office. Right? Because Ben Smith, Maggie Haberman...
about a bunch of places getting compromised. I just got this email about passwords compromised. It brought up, and it's got a shitload of something just happened where a bunch of shit got compromised or leaked, like personal information or something.
Really? My stepdad got one of those yesterday. Or Monday. But make sure, look where it comes from. It might be some fake.
No, it was an Apple thing. It wasn't an email.
Oh, it wasn't an email? 'Cause, see, my stepdad said it was Apple, but I thought he said it was an email.
It's just like, you know, kind of the same way that you would get like a tornado alert or an Amber alert on your phone. It just comes up on the notification screen. It's his own thing.
Uh-oh. Hopefully not, because I told him all, like, oh, that's fake. Don't worry about it. Uh-oh. Well, we'll see. So it says, because Ben Smith, Maggie Haberman, and other reporters at the New York Times proclaim to be neutral journalists, they should answer a few questions about the blatant bias of omission. The first set of questions pertains to a topic near and dear to the New York Times, racism in America. Reporters at the Times are obsessed with so-called structural racism, which they believe is embedded in every aspect of the American society. However, the Times is making an exception for the President of the United States, Joe Biden. This brings us to our questions. Is the New York Times concerned with Joe Biden's prior work in the Senate with segregationists to slow down school integration? Or does the New York Times... I'm not going to read all these. But they're not going to... You know the New York Times aren't going to answer these questions. Right? They don't answer to other... Wait a minute. Disney owns Fox? Does Disney own Fox? I didn't know that.
Pretty sure they own CNN. But my co-owner says that if you dig deep enough, all the news outlets are owned by the same corporation or same person. I wonder if he was kind of insinuating that it was like Soros or something, but he's like, yeah, they're all run by the same. It's all propaganda, basically.
Well, you know, I just graduated college as a media communication journalist, and that's what they told us. It used to be like the top 10, you know, owned all the news sources. Now it's down. Shit, forgot. And when I was in school, it was down. It was down to the top 5, and now I think it's down to the top 3. So yeah. They're just saying, you know.
Jimmy, do you watch Salty Cracker? I'm feeling a little bit of Salty Cracker in the way you're saying things.
Who? Julius?
No, Hemi. Did I say Julius? I meant Hemi.
No, you didn't say anybody. I was just asking.
Oh. Everything is the racisms.
I haven't seen him in a while. All right. Here's your McAfee. Who mentioned it a few minutes ago? I knew we were getting to it. Who mentioned it?
It was Julius.
No, well, Julius mentioned it earliest at the beginning of the show, but somebody mentioned it like 5 minutes ago at the most. Where was it? It was a name that doesn't come in, or doesn't speak all the time, at least. Ah, shoot. Now I can't find it.
They know who they is.
Yeah, Bobby Grant. There you go. Breaking news, John McAfee kills himself. So there you go, Bobby Grant. Tech entrepreneur John McAfee was found dead on Wednesday in a prison cell near Barcelona hours after a Spanish court approved his extradition to the U.S. on tax evasion charges, according to the report. I thought Spain, that was a place to go, so you don't get to go back, right? I thought Spain, if you go to Spain, you have no extradition. I guess they do now. The news of McAfee's death was first reported by a Spanish newspaper, El Mundo. The U.S. Department of Justice declined to comment and referred Fox's business to Spanish authorities. Gee, did he have anything on the Clintons?
I don't see. I'm still learning, but I'm confused because most people were saying that he got Epsteined.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, but why?
Right on, Bobby Grant.
Why? I don't understand why that. So but I don't know if they're going to get to like his tattoo and the things that he said, and especially his last social media post is weird.
I don't know.
We'll see if this article covers it.
All right.
Not, I'll kind of tell you what I heard.
Ron Burgundy. Ark incited. All right. So McAfee, 75, said at an extradition hearing earlier this month that the charges against him were politically motivated. He ran for U.S. president as a Libertarian candidate in 2016, coming in third in the party's primary. McAfee was arrested at Barcelona's airport on October 7, 2 days after U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission charged him with evading taxes and failing to file tax returns. The Department of Justice alleged McAfee made over $23 million due to materially false and misleading statements about cryptocurrencies. McAfee was charged in March by the Southern District of New York with fraud and money laundering conspiracy crimes related to 2 cryptocurrency schemes that netted his team $13 million. I wish I had $13 million bucks. McAfee, who founded McAfee Antivirus Software, was worth over $100 million before the value of his investments plunged during the 2008 financial crisis. Let's see. Sorry, I got lettuce in my tooth. After selling his company, he retired to Belize and said in 2011 he uncovered a government plot to kill him. He fled to Guatemala in November 2012 after he was named a person of interest after the death of his neighbor. McAfee was returned to the U.S. after a lengthy legal battle and lived in Tennessee until 2019 when he said he was fleeing from the U.S. government. He said taxes were illegal and that he hadn't paid his taxes in 8 years. In a democracy, power is not given, or is given, not taken. McAfee said in his last tweet on June 18th, this is what you're talking about, Drunk? But it is still power. Love, compassion, caring have no use for it. But it is fuel for greed, hostility, jealousy. All power corrupts. Take care which powers you allow a democracy to wield. Is this the tweet you're talking about?
Mm-mm.
No?
I don't know what social media platform it was posted on, but they're hinting that it was either posted like right as he was found or maybe even possibly after. So they don't know if somebody he posted just the letter, a picture of the letter Q. And if you they track like the time that it was posted in like US time or time zones, and they were like, well, where he was at, this could be actually after he was found.
Right on. Hey, so thank you, Bobby Grant, for being a big fan. David, your brother. David Aguilar's your brother, Hemi? Oh, no, I think you're just saying okay. Kill switch, maybe. Who knows how they killed him? Or, it doesn't even say, does it? Did it say how he died?
It's reporting that it's a suicide.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I don't think this report's going to get to it. And if it does, spoiler alert, you'll read it in just a second.
No,
So
we
he kept
finished the
saying-
article.
Huh?
That article's done already.
Oh, okay. So I tuned into Tim Pool like right, towards the end. I think he comes on at like 8, but I had customers, so I couldn't really pay attention. So I kept having to start and stop it. But supposedly he repeatedly was saying that I will never kill myself. I will never kill myself. I will never kill myself. Then he's got a picture of a pretty fresh tattoo, and this is when he's still alive, that has a money sign. It says whacked. So they're trying to figure out like if he knew it was coming, but they also said McAfee was a huge troll. So maybe he pulled the ultimate troll by kept saying, I will never kill myself. I'll never kill myself, never kill myself. And you even get a tattoo that's hinting that if I get found dead, most likely I was whacked. But he actually killed himself to be like the hugest troll of all time. Well, see, there it is.
Yeah. The U.S. Sun. I'm trying to think. Are they a decent... Johnny had a whack tattoo and once claimed that if he was ever found dead by suicide, he did not kill himself. And that was in 2019. So, you never know. We're going to...
And it was Tim Pool and Michael Knowles on the Tim Pool show tonight. You know who Michael Knowles is, don't you?
Yes. I've heard the name before, yes.
Yeah, he's one of Ben Shapiro's guys.
I was watching poker earlier. They tricked me too.
What is a kill switch? What is a kill switch? Man, I know what that is on like a motorized vehicle. You think they implanted something and they can just like hit a button and it's like heart explodes or something? That's what I think of when I would hear that.
No, I was thinking maybe, they just hit the,
or somebody maybe gave them the green light to go ahead and off him.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Okay.
Like he was greenlit.
I got you.
Probably, who knows? Who the hell knows any day anymore?
I just don't know. I guess we'll have to wait for more information, but I just don't see why he would be Epstein or Clinton.
I don't think we're going to get any more information. You know why I think that? Because look at Epstein, right? How long has he been gone? There's no new information on Epstein, right? Jeannie Smith says contact hit. I know, I'm going to go to Jeannie's house. She says her new air conditioner is so good.
But we kind of knew with Epstein most likely why it happened. Probably because Billy was on the plane all those times. I just don't see what an antivirus solve. Maybe, I don't know. He was hacking into people at Power's computer and had dirt on them. I haven't put together the connection of why he would be offed.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Hey, I was thinking something
right before he was going to be extradited. You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was thinking something last night, and what if like one show a week or something like that? Because you know, you and I are on Zoom. I think I can on Zoom. Can't you have a lot of people on here? What would you guys think? Would you want it to be one day we could just have like a group chat where you all get on Zoom and we stream it live over YouTube while I do the news? Or would that be too many people talking? I don't know. Because sometimes
I think that might be a big mess because we are interrupting you, or at least I'm interrupting you a lot. So I think that might be a big mess. Maybe we can schedule like a special guest each week, maybe to join us.
Yeah. Maybe. You know, because Truth likes to call in a lot, but maybe somebody else might want to call in or something, you know?
Yeah.
We used to call in a lot, but I just, thought maybe like once a week we did something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I know a lot of people don't want their voices heard or stuff either, too. So it's like, who knows?
Or see their face.
Yeah. Well, you can block your face out. You just turn off your mic. One stream a week should be a taco truck run. I know you guys. I don't know why you guys like watching me eat food.
Hello, Susan.
What's up, Susan, sweetheart? You guys like seeing my burrito runs, though, don't you guys? Kim Tone might call in. Maybe we'll have Kim Tone call in one day.
I think I enjoyed that Asian girl eating the burrito more than
watching me eat the burrito.
Yeah, maybe.
I noticed you like the booty on my waitress, though.
Booty.
Right? You know.
Like, damn, girl, you got that fat ass.
Actually, she had a little tiny ass, but it was just the way the pants were.
It's just every time I say something like that, it takes me back to this friend of mine that I had when I was in high school. And he would do this voice whenever he would see a girl, and he'd go, "Ooh, girl, you got that fat ass."
See, I love checking out girls' booties. I love seeing girls' booties, I like them all, though. I like some big ones. I like some medium-sized ones. I like some small ones. Even flat ones are kind of cute sometimes. The thing was, though, last night, remember when I saw that one girl? I thought she had a fake booty, because her booty was just like... Remember when I'm like, I wonder if this is fake or real, and everybody's like, yeah, those boobs are real? I wasn't talking about her boobs. Her butt was like, stuck out that far.
We didn't see a good angle on it.
Yeah, you guys don't see what I see. And I'm just like, because her back went down like this, and then she had like it was like huge. And she noticed when I came back around and she saw my camera, she's like, oh yeah, he's checking out my booty. You could tell. So, you like to see me eating the tacos? Oh my gosh, Bobby Grant, I just got the joke. I don't know I think he's joking around, right? I think that's what he is, anyways. Maybe we will do like once a week, like on Saturdays, I'll go to like a food truck or a food something. Go to like a food truck challenge. Those are good. All right, so the Border Patrol chief steps down. Border Patrol Chief Rodney Scott announced on Wednesday that he is stepping down after the Biden administration gave him notice that he is being reassigned amid a continuing crisis at the southern border. It's not this guy's fault. It's your fault, President Biden. Scott, who has served in Border Patrol for nearly 30 years since joining in 1992, said in a Facebook post that he received a letter of direct reassignment from the federal government, after which the recipient has three options: relocate, resign, or retire. So he retired, I guess. He noted that no rationale is required and that the move is not disciplinary, just a simple needs of service-directed reassignment so the new administration can place the person they want in the position. So they want to place somebody in there that's not going to do his job right. Scott became the 24th Border Patrol Chief in February 2020. He had previously served as Deputy Chief and chief patrol agent of the San Diego sector, and in 2019 became acting deputy chief of Border Patrol. He said that he would remain in his position for 60 days in order to ensure a smooth transition. I remain confident that God is in control, he said, and over 29 years is a pretty good run. So he's a patriot. He's a Christian if he believes that God will work it out. You know what I would do? I would sit there and I would be like, all right, I'm getting fired in 60 days. Arrest every motherfucker here. Send every motherfucker. I would be like a dick. Wouldn't you? I don't know.
Or videotape everything, or release everything that you know.
Right?
But then you might get Epstein or Clinton.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, there's ugly Kamala Harris. They put a big old story on it. I don't think we need to read all the story. I don't think we need to read it all. We get the gist of it. Eddie will blush for booty. I like to blush for... I love... You know what? I'm sorry. I love women. I understood my dad was a ladies' man. My brother's a ladies' man. My nephew's a ladies' man. So I have a family member who is gay. She's a ladies' woman, I guess. So yeah. It's part of my family DNA. Pause.
Well, the new promotion is...
Oh, there we go. So, in fact, when I was a kid, I was like 5 years old, and my brother's like, hey, you gonna go with me to this girl's house? And I'm like, okay, cool, thinking, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with my big brother. We get to this girl's house, and he's like, hey, this girl, her parents have stuck her with her sister, so you're gonna go play with her little sister so I can hang out with the older sister. So my brother basically took me on a booty call to distract the to distract the little sister so he could go.
My cousin done the exact same thing to me.
Yeah?
Yep. Damn near exact same thing.
It's all good. It was hey. And so that
only I don't think there was a little sister there.
No?
He was just like, oh, I'm gonna take whatever my name is, and we're gonna go on a walk. And I guess he got a call from the girl like, hey, my parents are going, like, come, you just right down the street, come on. So I remember just like sitting on the couch and like twiddling my thumbs for a while.
Yeah.
And then looking back.
Right, Jeannie? Your husband goes home with you. Yeah. I love flirting. I love flirting with beautiful ladies. Wait a minute, don't you like flirting with a handsome man? Doesn't it make you feel good when a handsome man, flirts back with you? There's nothing wrong with it. So did you guys hear this? Subway's tuna sandwiches found to contain no tuna fish DNA. Well, so what the heck is in there then? Let's see. I wonder what's in there then. So
I want to know.
Subway is on the hook for its tuna once again after a lab report found there's no actual tuna DNA in the sandwich and wraps. The New York Times had 60 inches of tuna. They had 60 inches. Wow.
That's too much. Too much.
Of Subway tuna sandwiches from 3 different restaurants in LA lab tested after the chain was accused in a lawsuit reported earlier this year, alleging the fish is made from a mixture of various concoctions. The tuna was frozen and sent out to the lab, which determined...
Hey, Carol!
What's up, Carol? You gotta get your game plan set up for tomorrow. Just go slap the bitch again, right? No,
yes.
Stockton slap. Just
bam.
So let's see.
Stockton slap queen. Can I call you the Stockton slap queen? I don't want to do the queen smack-a-hoe.
I like the queen slap-a-hoe.
But I'm a Diaz fan, and Diaz people, the Diazes do the Stockton slap.
Well, are you an E40 fan? E40 had that song Captain Save a Ho. That's where I got it from. E40. Right? So let's see. Was no amplifiable tuna DNA was present in the sample, and so we obtained no amplification products from the DNA. Therefore, we cannot identify the species. The lab conducted a PCR test to see if Subway's tuna featured one of 5 varying tuna species. Explained there are 15 species of fish that can be labeled tuna. The lab determined 2 potential reasons why no tuna was detected in the sample, saying One is so heavily processed that whatever we could pull out, we couldn't make an identification, or we got some and there's just nothing there that's tuna. I wonder which way it is. But Subway is not willing to talk, right? So that makes you kind of wonder. The food fraud investigation comes on its heels of a complaint filed in the court that the sandwich chain was for a fraud. If it comes out, that way every single person that's ever bought a tuna fish sandwich can sue them. They'll have some big, huge lawyer and, hey, there's your dick again. They'll have some big, huge lawyer, right? And the lawyers make the money, right? You get what part of some big, huge settlement where everybody's part of it. The lawyer makes like $20 million and everybody else makes like 50 cents.
Well, didn't Taco Bell come out? Not recently, definitely not recently. It was a while back ago that said like 20 or 30% of their beef is sawdust or something.
I don't know.
You remember hearing that?
No, I didn't remember that. I don't, honestly.
It's still good, but I mean, they came out and said it.
Oh, I love Taco Bell. And
this is a real B&H customer story.
I used to work at Taco Bell, and people were like, well, if you worked at Taco Bell, you would know how bad it is. Like, I'm going to tell you, folks, the beans at Taco Bell, they're dehydrated beans, right? Or at least they were when I worked there. And what you do is you get like a gallon of water, whatever the amount was, and then you just poured them in the beans, and you let them sit for 5 minutes and mix them up, and they were beans again. But it's just dehydrated food. There's nothing wrong with that. The meat came in a bag always. I know that. But I like the flavor of Taco Bell meat. I don't know why. I enjoy it. I love Taco Bell. And I'm pissed you got rid of my Mexican pizza, you assholes. And the grilled stuffed burrito. And they had a smothered burrito, which is like the wet burrito I ate last night. Every time I like something, they take it away from me. Like Wendy's and my bacon blue cheeseburger you took away, you assholes. Sorry.
Well, I'm pissed. I never even heard of that one.
Oh, they had a great bacon and blue cheeseburger. I used to drive to Fresno just to go get it. Anyways. Yeah, Carol is bad to the bone. Get your motor running.
Bad. Bad.
Right? I had the wrong song, huh? I did.
Makes me think of Terminator 2 every time.
Yeah.
Right when he steals the motorcycle or acquires the motorcycle, however you want to call it.
Yeah. Yeah, Susan, exactly. That's what they're saying. I don't know. I don't care. You know what, to be honest, as long as it's not bad for me and it tastes like what I want it to taste like, who gives a shit? I'm not as picky as most people, except when it comes to my steaks. It better be medium rare and not freaking overcooked. They grind their meat so small. I'm sorry. My brain is in a bad place when you say they grind their meat. I'm like, it's like Beavis and Butthead over here. She said grind the meat. Oh, you know that thrift store where I got that jersey that you told me to buy? Where I got it on sale? They got a Beavis and Butthead shirt in there, but they want like $50 for it. So that thrift store, the Mission one that they have is, it's a, they do a silent auction, number one, which kind of sucks on their expensive stuff. But then the other expensive stuff, they put a pink tag on it. They call it boutique, and pink never goes on sale. Where everything else is 75% off. And they put their prices like way too high. But I still find good stuff there. I do. I found a new thrift store in Merced, though, that I love. Like, all their mugs are like 49 cents, and then they give me 50% off because I'm an old dude. So, anyways. Parents in Loudoun County, Virginia, received an earful from school board chair Brenda Sheridan, who refused to back down from controversial equity trainings and suggested opponents had engaged in dog whistle politics. What the hell is dog whistle politics? I don't know.
So the calling out shit, I think.
Yeah. So tonight, the Loudoun County School Board meeting was interrupted by those who wish to use the public comment period to disrupt our work and disrespect each other. Dog whistle politics will not delay our work. We will not be back down from fighting for the rights of our students and continuing our focus on equity. Her comments came at the end of a contentious school board meeting during which Sheridan and other board members left the room over a purported lack of decorum. Public comment is not only welcome but encouraged during school board meetings. The start time for tonight's meeting was even moved earlier to accommodate the anticipated volume of speakers. In fact, 259 speakers signed up to address numerous issues on the agenda. This time should have been used for community members to share their views with the board and the public. Even after numerous attempts to ask for decorum so everyone could speak, those attending insisted on continued interruptions in an attempt to delay and disrupt the proceeding. These politically motivated antics ought to end, but if they don't, no, the delay won't work. Let's see, the school board superintendent was one who declared the meeting an unlawful... The school board superintendent declared an unlawful assembly. On Wednesday, Sheridan faced sharp backlash from parents in Loudoun. So, if you have 259 parents coming into your school board meeting to complain, something's not right there, right? And they say they're doing it for...
One guy got arrested.
Did they?
Maybe arrested or charged with trespassing or something.
Well, let's see. It says Ian Pryor, who leads Fight for Schools PAC, told Fox News over 10,000 Loudoun parents, grandparents, and taxpayers have signed petitions to remove a majority of school board members. As parents, we have done our homework, have seen how our children are being taught and their teachers are being trained. Those school board members continue to ignore the voice of the unsilent majority and deny what we all know. Loudoun County Public Schools is not a welcoming environment for students, parents, and teachers who put excellence in education before political activism in school. I do have more. I have another video off YouTube on this next too, so maybe they'll show the people getting arrested. For months, Loudoun parents have been showing up to school board meetings to protest what they see as racially divisive ideas in school trainings and materials. Both that debate and one over gender have raised questions about free speech in county. Loudoun County Public Schools are currently pursuing an appeal against teacher Tanner Cross, who refused to affirm the biological boy can be a girl. Oh, remember that? That was that gym teacher, because he said it was against his religion.
Mm-hmm.
After the Cross's suspension, the school board faced a wave of backlash, of course. Alluding to controversy, Sheridan said during the month of June, Virginia recognizes Pride Month, a time to celebrate the LGBT, all these numbers, community. Bless you. And the progress we have made to be inclusive of all Loudoun County residents. I am proud of all our students and I stand with them. Well, if you're proud of all your students, don't you think some don't think the same way as you? Right? If I was a Greta at the school board meeting, I would hand out the free beer to parents. Could drink. Why, you want to start a bar fight? Anyways, so I actually have a video on this. So let's see what the video says. I think this shows people getting arrested.
Thank you, Kim.
Did she say bless you too?
Yeah.
I don't see that one. I must not be seeing all the chat. Oh, now it popped up. Let's see what this video, because I put this video right afterwards.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh yeah, this guy getting arrested.
John, walk with me, please. Walk with me, John. Now! Hey, John, please don't resist.
You guys, this is an unlawful arrest. I have a First Amendment right.
Listen, you do, right?
You're right. Okay, thank you. Here's someone speaking rationally.
Listen to me. At this point, the meeting is over, right?
It's not over. It's not over. We were meeting. We were meeting.
If you look.
So that looked like it was a sheriff right there. So the sheriff, even the sheriff knew who the guy was. He's like, hey, John, calm down, John. What's up, Indigo?
The chair now recognizes.
So, sorry, hold on. You know what I want to look up too real quick? So, like I said, I watched CNN and stuff. Today they had that Hawaiian, what's the Hawaiian congresswoman? Who was the Hawaiian congresswoman?
The one that always asks or says she's always asked if people have been sexually assaulted or raped people. I'll know as soon as I see her face.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
from Hawaii.
I was watching it, and all she talked about is how, oh yeah, our whole entire country wants this. Our entire country wants this, and I'm like, bitch, our entire country does not want what you're saying. Trying to find her name. Oh yeah, and you know what this is my video, right? You know what they're doing with my video now? They don't even put my name on there anymore. Now they're saying the Department of Justice provided this video. See, look. Now they took my name down, and they.
Or you wanna go outside now? Okay, you're just laying down. Okay, cool.
What's up, Bubba? So now they're taking. What's up, Teresa? I hope you're feeling better. Now they're taking my video, and instead of oh, there's Bubba on his bed.
2 beds.
2. Oh, yes, right, double bed. So look, they no longer have my name on this video and giving me credit. Now they're giving credit to the Justice Department.
Copyrighted.
Yeah. I think that costs a lot of money. But these fucking assholes. So Hawaii, oops. I want to look up her name, because hopefully or is she a senator? Maybe she's a senator. You know, it still says, oh yes,
Who are people involved in the Kavanaugh case?
Was she one of them?
Yeah.
What's up, Indico? All right, let's see, because I want to see. Oh, we got to leave that on there. I am pretty sure.
Maybe type in Hawaii representative.
Hold on, let's see. Hirono.
That's the girl I'm thinking about. Hinoro.
Was this today? Let's see. It was a CNN interview today. And all she kept saying was, "Oh yeah, everyone in our country wants stricter gun laws, and everyone in our country wants stricter this." They're only talking about the mansplaining one. Okay, never mind. I'll have to find it. Good, thank you, Paul, for telling them to come in. Everybody, Teresa's not feeling good. She's in the hospital, so hopefully she feels better. Right? We want all of our guests and all of our subscribers to feel great. What's up, AI? Anyways, but so Hirono kept saying to on this news, even CNN was like, "Well, why do you think the United States needs this?" And she's like, "Because every American wants this. They want less police and they want more gun control."
I hate when people talk in concrete terms.
Right? That's why I wish I could find it. But they don't have it on here, so I can't do it. I'll look for it later.
Maybe type in Hirono gun control?
Maybe, let's look. She was on CNN, so. Well, let's look on CNN. Let's go to CNN.com. Maybe we can watch it there. Oh yeah, and Britney Spears is all over. You know what else has always been all over the news lately? Yeah, Britney Spears, and everybody's worried about what do you call her name? Jennifer Lopez, and how she's going around with everybody.
What is she doing?
Oh, Jennifer Lopez broke up with what's his name?
And she been back with Ben Affleck?
Yeah,
now?
she's going back with Ben Affleck. So now what's his name is getting with Jennifer Lopez's Ben Affleck's ex-girlfriend.
Ah, they just traded.
Pretty much. Let's see videos.
Speaking of traded, they traded for Trump.
They don't have it. I'll look it up, because I can copy it, because I can go here. Actually, no, I'm not gonna. I won't do that right now. I'll look it up and I'll download it and I'll show you guys later on. But yeah, this chick was just talking about everybody wants gun control. The whole United States. It's like, bitch, you don't know what the United States wants.
Bitch, please, you live on an island.
Alex Rodriguez, that's his name. A-Rod. What's up, Mommy Raymer? How you doing up there in Alaska?
Who was married to that Mark Anthony girl?
Jennifer Lopez was too.
Oh.
Jennifer Lopez has been all over the place.
Huh.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody's dated Alex Rodriguez though. He must be a very smooth talker to get all the girls to do that.
Well, he's a baseball player with a ton of money.
Well, no, I mean he like a like top list actresses and singers. I think he was even with Madonna for a while, like back in the day, and he's been with a whole bunches of people,
All right,
like
ladies.
famous, good looking people.
Ladies, do you think he's good looking? I guess he's a good looking dude. But yeah, look right here. It says Alex Rodriguez parties with Ben Affleck's ex. Right? She broke up with A-Rod because his weenie was short from all the steroids he did. Yeah, Jennifer Lopez. So, you know how I guys told you when I was younger and I got in trouble for speeding too much and the tickets were too high. And they said, well, you can spend the weekend in jail and we'll cancel out your tickets. So I was like, all right. So I did that to save on the money. And I remember that's when Selena came out, the movie. And the Santa Barbara News Press had a full page ad. And it was just Jennifer Lopez looking back like this. You know, and her tight Selena spandex or whatever you want to call it. So I took the newspaper out and I taped it because I was on the bottom bunk, so I taped it up so when I go to sleep I'd look up at Jennifer Lopez's big old booty. Right? Hold on, let me find it. Because it was like the standard. It was the standard. What do you call it? The standard picture that they showed all the time. Let's see if we can find the image. Which one was it? Which one was it? Because I was in love with Jennifer Lopez. Especially when she was in Selena movie. They don't have it now. I can't find it. Oh well.
Teresa, are you the one that's in the hospital?
Yeah. Teresa's in the hospital. She's having some issues with infection.
I hope you're feeling better. I hope everything works out all right for sure.
Yeah. She's going to be all right. You know, you just got to think positive, right? Think positive thoughts. I'm not going to show it now. Oh, well. Maybe because it had too much booty in it. Anyways. Oh, well. Thank you, Teresa, for saying I'm better looking than A-Rod. I know, right? But yet no girl. I don't have any girls. Oh, well. Alex Rodriguez is also Minnesota Timberwolves. What? He never played basketball, did he?
I think he meant to say maybe bought them, or Jennifer Lopez has slept with the whole Minnesota Timberwolves. I don't know.
Who knows? But he does. I gotta admit, Alex Rodriguez, he owns like 100 different companies. Because I saw him on Shark Tank. He is actually very business smart. What's up, Jesse Martinez? Jennifer Lopez calls you daddy. Yeah, you wish, right? Oh my gosh. George Floyd statues are racist, used by Biden Dems as Marxist ploy to denigrate black men. Who is Whitlock?
You're very welcome, Teresa.
So it says memorializing George Floyd through recently erected. He said erect. Recently erected statues in New York and New Jersey is actually racist and only causes more harm for black people in America. Sports journalist Jason Whitlock argues in a new op-ed published by The Blaze on Tuesday. You know, I actually saw some reason our TV show won't show Drunk Uncle. He's under the chat scrolling up. I don't know why I trade for Trump. Everybody else sees it. Maybe, you know what, you might have your TV set to a different set. You got to have full. You maybe have, what do you call it? When you set your TV screen to Zoom. Yeah, take it off of Zoom and see if that works. It's probably on Zoom. But anyways, I actually...
You see the red fair use thing at the top?
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying.
If you can see that, then it's maybe some sort of formatting, but if not, then yeah, it might be that Zoom thing.
Yeah. Speaking of Selena, you know, I actually went and saw her, statue in Corpus Christi. They have a big old statue of her in Corpus. Or excuse me, Corpitos, as my ex-girlfriend used to call it.
Of who?
Selena. It's on the beach.
Gomez?
No, Selena. Quintanilla. You know Selena? Como la flor, tanto amor. She sings a song called Bitty Bitty Bom Bom. You don't know Selena? You never seen the movie Selena with Jennifer Lopez?
Mm-mm.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. I haven't seen a lot of movies. I just watch the same ones over and over.
Man, you holy jeez, you would probably you would cry if you watched Selena. I cried. The first time I watched Selena, I didn't even know who she was. The first time I watched a movie, and then I cried. See, that's her statue on the beach in Corpus Christi. Someone said earlier that Beetlejuice almost got in a fight. Really? That's interesting. Let's see. Lightfoot. I always want to call her. Is her name Lori Light? What is her name? Lori Lightfoot? Lori Light. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Lightfoot. She almost got in a fight. Chicago City. Oh, look, this chick is in her face. Oh, there's video on this one. Let's watch this one. Let's see this chick getting in her face.
You don't know me, bitch, you don't know me.
Speaking of that, did you see on Crowder when they were showing how the guy from Germany or whatever was sticking his finger in Joe Biden's face?
Mm-hmm. I sure did.
All right, let's watch this. Bubba's is walking around. I can hear him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So now you definitely have to watch the movie Selena. You're going to love it, Drunk Uncle. It's a good movie. And she's hot.
Motion to delay the vote in a procedural round of council wars. The mayor's allies calling for a vote on Celia Meza to be the next corporation council, only to have Alderman Ray Lopez and Jeanette Taylor quickly motion to delay the vote in a procedural move. It all went downhill from there.
When do we stop playing the game of mistreating people in our community? So this ain't about that. And so I second Alderman Lopez.
Angered by the law department's move to dismiss the lawsuit filed by Anjanette Young after the wrongful raid on her home, Jeanette Taylor joining Alderman Ray Lopez, effectively blocking a motion to approve Celia Meza, seated here next to the mayor, as the new corporation counsel.
This looks like a last-minute drive-by.
In a highly unusual move, the mayor then left the dais to confront Taylor face to face, the two exchanging words and pointing fingers, Taylor not having any of it, not backing down.
Whoa!
She's like, I'll beat you with my kitty.
I cut out a Latinx woman. I cut out a woman of color, DP in this. No, I didn't. This is to teach you a lesson about you have to work with us.
I saw the whole thing and I couldn't believe it, and I want to know who allowed and why would they allow her to go back there?
The mayor's floor leader, Michelle Harris, a short time later motioning to adjourn the meeting, which was quickly appealed, leading to more confusion and frustration.
I have considered your appeal, and I've denied it. We're going to Alderman Harris.
Whoa, look at that pink suit.
All that meaning a much anticipated vote on
see that guy rocking a pink
plan
suit?
to rename Lakeshore Drive for Jean-Baptiste Point de Sable never got called. Chief sponsor David Moore says democracy got trampled today.
Okay, if you're gonna wear
damn it. That you're gonna see fireworks in this city council.
All right,
that
I'm
we
sorry, I
should
like to talk
not
shit.
have, that the fireworks in this city council
To rename Lakeshore Drive for Jean-Baptiste Point de Sable never got called. Chief sponsor.
If you're gonna wear that suit and stand out like that, you gotta iron the suit, bro. You gotta iron the shirt. I'm sorry, right? No offense. I like the suit.
And wear a black shirt underneath it, not a white one.
You think a black shirt would look better underneath there?
Oh yeah, help it pop a little bit more.
I don't know. I'm not very good at dressing, so.
Sir David Moore says
more
democracy
slimming.
got
You can kind of hide that belly a little bit.
Is it? I gotta wear more black then.
Trampled today.
I'm sad to say that you're going to see fireworks in this city council that we should not have, that the people should not have to deal with.
Oh, he took his glasses off.
The mayor
He's
skipped her
mad now.
usual post-city council press conference, instead issuing a tersely worded statement saying in part, today a small group of aldermen brazenly created a spectacle and did a disservice to their constituents instead of raising their concerns through the appropriate forum. The city council will reconvene Friday afternoon.
That girl looks like she could kick Lori Lightfoot's ass.
Mm-hmm.
In like a quick, what do you call it, a New York minute? Is that what they say? I kick her ass in a New York minute. Right, Steve Pence?
I think it's a New York second.
Is it New York second? I don't know. By the way, also, what the hell? You know, I keep hearing about aldermen, right? We don't have aldermen in California. Do you have aldermen in North Carolina?
I have no idea.
Okay, we gotta look up an alderman.
I'm not exactly sure what they are.
Neither do I. So let's look up what an alderman is. An alderman is an elected member of a municipal council. But what are their role? Or so are they like city council members? Or are they? Because city council member is up there. What does an alderman do? Alderman is a member of a municipal assembly or county council in many jurisdictions founded upon English law. Let's see the United States. United States, depending on jurisdiction, alderman could have been part of the legislative or judicial local government. A board of aldermen is a government executive and legislative body of cities and towns. So they make up the laws, basically, it sounds like.
Oh, that wouldn't even be close to fair, Steve Pence. Thug Rose and anybody versus Beetlejuice, that'd be.
Oh yeah, you didn't. You told me. I don't think you told everybody here about what's his name now that got that YouTube star is doing.
Oh yeah, Carol. This is not in any way, shape, or form probably going to happen. But I was in the comment section of some YouTube video about. I think it was in the Flagrant 2 comments with Andrew Schultz, but this would be an awesome thing that would sell millions and millions of dollars in pay-per-views. The Diaz brothers versus the Paul brothers.
Oh, Logan Paul. Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, Logan and Jake Paul against Nate and Nick Diaz. You know, 2 separate fights. I don't know which one already wants to fight Nate Diaz, but Nick Diaz he's got to be in his mid-40s but really? He's looking to come back. But it's going to be in a boxing ring. But the Diaz brothers can box. I mean, we've seen that. They can take a punch. We've seen that.
Yeah. All right. We're doing a taste test tonight. So, oh, shoot, wrong thing. That's not the wrong thing, but...
I don't know if Carol's still in here or not. I haven't seen her in a while.
She's getting ready for stuff, I believe.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. So
yeah, somebody brought up a tag team match. I don't know how that would work, but if you want to,
yeah,
the possibilities are endless with that setup.
I was given a little case of like 6 of these Hanson. What do you call it? It's root beer. Never had it before, but it says made with real California cane sugar or something, or real California something. So we're gonna try it.
That with the Crown.
Yeah, we're going to try it with Crown, but first I'm going to try what the root beer tastes like, because I'm used to A&W or Barks.
Isn't it Burt's?
No, Barks root beer, B-A-R-Q. It's all right. It's all right for sassafras. You guys know that's what root beer's called, right? Sassafras?
There's also a sassafras that gets you high, I thought.
Is there?
Tree?
I don't know. All right, so let's try let's see what it tastes like mixed with some Crown. Actually, it's not that bad. Good night, Teresa. I hope you feel better. She's dozing off because she's got those good drugs in her system right now.
You're probably gonna have some cool dreams tonight.
Right? Oh my gosh, morphine. You know, I'm not addicted to morphine or anything. But I remember last time I was in the hospital and I was in a lot of pain, and they gave me that morphine in my IV. And first thing you feel, you taste like a metal in your mouth, and then that goes away, and it's just like all of a sudden, it's just like all everything goes away.
Yeah.
You got no worries. I can see why people can get addicted to morphine. If that's what heroin feels like, then I can understand. Because it's just, you're just like sitting there and they give you that morphine shot, and it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah, I had somebody in the shop that, used to be a heroin addict, and he was kind of explaining to me what it was like.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, take the best orgasm you've ever had and times that by 1,000 and stretch it out over a couple hours.
Wow. Wow.
And I was like, yeah, I guess that's why people will lose their house over that shit.
Well, I'm glad I never tried it. I mean, I wouldn't mind feeling that feeling, but I'm glad I never tried it because that's some bad stuff.
Yeah.
Morphine made you forget the first few days in the hospital? Yeah. Right, Julius? If they weren't addictive? Heck yeah. Just to even try stuff, like once, But they're addicted, Like, I'd never try that shit that eats your skin. No.
Crocodile.
Yeah. Because I'm allergic to Dilaudid. Like, every time I was in the hospital, they give me Dilaudid, right? Recently. And I'm allergic to latex. And so my nose kept itching. I kept pulling the air tubes. They have the... And my oxygen levels kept going down. They're like, you need to keep the air tubes on. I'm like, but I'm itching from it. They're probably latex. And she said, no, we swear they're not latex. And then right when I left the hospital, like, we're going to give you one final shot of Dilaudid because it was like a 3-hour drive home from Sacramento. And I just had spinal surgery. They're like, you're going to be in a lot of pain. So they gave me a shot of Dilaudid. And the minute they gave me the shot of Dilaudid, my nose started doing that again. So I figured out, oh, it's the Dilaudid that's making me itch. So now they switched me to straight morphine. So
I'll be damned.
Yeah. I'm allergic to a lot of shit. Like peanut butter now, I can't even eat peanut butter. I took a spoonful of peanut butter the other night and my mouth just started itching like crazy.
I think just it sparked a memory just because you said you're allergic to a lot of things. For some reason, I had this memory spark. It's probably from a public freak out or retail nightmares where this like homeless guy comes in or somebody and he's asking for a drink, and then so they try to give him water, and the dude is literally sitting there arguing with them, trying to tell him that he's allergic to water.
1919. I don't think you can be allergic to water because everything is made from water.
Yeah. There's water in. You wouldn't be able to drink anything.
Your blood is 90% water, isn't it?
Our body is like 90% water.
Well, let's look and see.
Or I've heard that before.
Agua genetic urticaria is a rare form of urticaria, a type of hive that causes a rash to appear after you touch water. It's a form of physical hives and associated with itching and burning. Wow, I guess we were wrong.
How do you survive?
Yeah, I know, right? Well, they said touching water, so maybe it's just your outside skin. I don't know, because your whole body is filled with water. That's weird. That must suck, right? Because like, what do you drink then?
Yeah, like I say, how do you stay alive? How do you hydrate?
Yeah.
Every time you sweat, but it seems like it's just like a rash. It's not like a allergic reaction that'll kill you, like from like bee stings or what have you.
Maybe they have to take a lot of freaking antihistamines or whatever. Who knows?
I don't know.
All right. George Floyd statues. Memorializing George Floyd through recently erected statues in New York and New Jersey is actually racist and only causes more harm from black people and Americans. So I read that part. Those statues in Newark, New Jersey and Brooklyn, New York, unveiled by officials last week, were honoring the final 9 minutes of Floyd's life, actually denigrate and diminish the reputation of black men. Whitlock, who is black, argued in a new piece titled "Denigration of George Floyd is Racist and Must Be Stopped." Ooh, somebody just set off a firework. George Floyd was a victim of his drug addiction, self-destructive behavior, and Derek Chauvin's misconduct, Whitlock asserts, which I can agree with all that, right? Derek Chauvin wasn't an angel in that whole situation. But I don't think what he did killed George Floyd. I personally, right? I don't know if I can say that on YouTube or not, but
I think it was just a perfect storm.
yeah, of
Just,
everything.
all the ingredients mixed together.
Right.
Nobody ever knows unless we like I always talk about these two parallel universes. To one where he eats the fentanyl with the cop, but never he actually gets in the car. He actually gets in the back of the cop car, and then the one that plays out of what we all know to be what happened.
Yeah.
But it's impossible. It's impossible. Can't do that.
Yeah. Wow, Alexis. So welcome back, Kimmy. And then 1212 root beer. I'll have to try that. So Steve Pence says Alexis was just telling me she had to administer lethal doses before the patients that were at the end of life. Do they actually do that? Can they do that? I thought that was against the law. Oh, that was.
I kind of heard that's what they sometimes do at hospice. Y'all have hospice there?
Yeah, we have hospice, but so when my mom was on hospice, yeah, they gave her morphine, or Dilaudid, but it was only so they wouldn't feel the pain.
Yeah,
it wasn't to kill them. But isn't there's some states? No, there's some states where you have the right to. Isn't Oregon? I think this Oregon you're allowed to. What is it called? Aided death.
Self-assisted suicide?
Oh, assisted death. States where assisted
suicide?
I think it's called assisted death, isn't it?
I don't know.
Or
whatever
maybe
that one doctor done, Kevorkian.
Yeah, doctor. State assisted death, yeah. Death with dignity laws. Let's see. What states are those? California has an End of Life Option Act. Really? I didn't know that. Colorado, District of Columbia, Hawaii, Maine, New Jersey. So in California, it doesn't. It just says approved. Colorado, it's approved. District of Columbia, Maine, Death with Dignity Act. New Jersey, aid in dying for the terminally ill. So only if you're terminally ill. New Mexico has the same thing. I did not know California had that. Wow. Because I'm not going to lie, there's been days when I've been in so much pain, I'm like, man, I wish I could just freaking... Wow. I did not know that. All right, so Floyd isn't Crispus Attucks, the first man killed in America's Revolutionary War.
It is. I mean, if it's their choice, you know?
Yeah.
It's their choice.
Well, think about it. When your dog's in a lot of pain, you're allowed to put them out of their pain, right? So...
And you can't even hear them. They can't vocalize.
Yeah.
Oh, you just have to feel it. But it seems like these situations are like, bro, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Like, you know? when I took Jackie, my Saint Bernard, to the vet, you know, you guys heard him on the channel. Everybody's like, Eddie, he keeps crying, and I just couldn't do it because that was my best friend, you know, but one of them. And then finally, when I took him to the vet, and we're there, he was like kissing me. It was almost like he was saying, "Thank you, Dad, thank you." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I made sure whenever when they injected Matilda, that I had my mask. It was one of those stupid, but they moved across the room when I took my mask off.
Yeah.
But just sit there and just looked her dead in her eyes. And I think I remember telling you that just stay in there. Even though I wanted to leave, and then I was like, nope, I'm staying. I'm gonna be here with her. And I looked her in the eyes, and I think that was definitely better for me. Maybe not for everybody else, but for me, that was better.
Yeah. I never thought of that, Julius. You think people who have life sentences should also have that option? Just put me to sleep? Now, I watched a show. What was it?
I totally agree with that. Like, stop wasting the fucking money, man.
All right. Like,
and if you get sentenced to, sentenced to death, fucking speed that shit up. Give them like a year, maybe 2 years. But people are on death row for like a decade.
No, in California, they're like 20, 30 years.
Yeah, so, get your affairs in order, and we know what the end result is going to be, so why keep wasting money on you?
Let's see. Let's look at California death row length now on death row time. Let's see. Here we go. Let's read this one. This one might tell. There are 737 inmates on death row. Dang,
I didn't even know California had the death penalty.
Oh, we do. Look, there's even a lady on death row. This lady's on death row. Look at that haircut on this dude. Wow. He got some hair on him. How is this guy wearing... He must be Native American in order to wear that in jail. Wow, look at all these death row inmates. I can't believe they're showing the pictures of them.
And a lot of them are old.
Yeah.
Like really old. Like one of those first couple ones. They look old as shit.
This Bloom guy, he looks like a serial killer. if there's such a thing. There's actually a couple ladies on here. Look, this guy, he's just like, yeah, I'm in jail for murder. Right? Wow, this lady, she does not look like somebody you would see on death row. I think this is a lady too. Is that one a lady drunk? Or is that just a...
I'm pretty sure that's the lady. Or he's very popular.
Like this lady doesn't look like she'd be on death row. Right?
And probably like killed her kids or something like that, or killed her husband.
Maybe. Like this person, they don't look like this person, well, maybe he's been on death row forever and just looks old. These older cats, they don't look like they'd do it. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. They've probably been in there for 20, 30 years on death row.
Like this
go up to the very, very top. There was a guy that looked like pretty damn old. The guy right in the middle.
This guy, yeah.
Yeah.
You know
and the guy next to him.
You know who that looks like?
Manson?
Yeah. But he doesn't have the tattoo, so you know for sure it's not.
They think that Manson worked for the CIA.
Really?
Yeah, because supposedly he went to jail a whole bunch of times, and they kept letting him out.
All right, so look, you can filter by time served. So let's see who's been on time for 30-plus years on death row. These people have been on death row for 30-plus years. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 rows, right? Or 10 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 160 plus these 3. So 163 people on this list have been on death row for more than 30 years. 30 years!
And what's it cost? $30,000? Well, I don't... it probably depends on state to state and prison to prison, but...
It's like $100,000 a year, I think. Let's see. How much does it cost to keep a person on death row, California? I don't know why I'm talking while I'm typing. Let's see. $90,000 per year is what this deathpenaltyinfo.org. So the additional cost of containing ammo to death row compared to maximum security prisons is $90,000 per year, and that just says additional cost.
And I live on a fraction of that. How? What?
Yeah. Hold on, look, read this. So this is CBS Sacramento. CBS Sacramento, I just saw this. It says up to 7. So last year, the average inmate cost, damn it, where'd it go? Last year, the average inmate cost around $80,000 to $700,000 a year. $80,000 to $700,000 a year. I think in California, most inmates die Most death row inmates die from old age than they do. Like, let's go to 0 to 4 years. Let's see who the newest people on death row are. There's not that many. See, I don't think they were doing death row anymore, maybe. These are all 2016, 2017. We must have stopped doing death row.
I figured so. I wouldn't see how California would do the death penalty.
What does this guy's tattoo say? I do it, Hood? Wait. Wait, Hood? I don't know. He had 6 victims. Sentenced in February of 2018. They gave him 42 years and 8 months. So this is not death row, is it?
I bet they don't let people ride too long in Texas on the death penalty.
No, do you remember that comedian? I think it was Jeff Foxworthy. He's like, you know, California's trying to get rid of the death penalty, and Texas is putting an express lane. I think it was Jeff Foxworthy.
It wasn't Jeff Foxworthy, because I think it was Tom Segura.
Oh, no, wait.
He's like, I'm sorry. Oh, too bad. Boop, scoop, boop.
Let's see.
Did he do that? I know Tom Segura done that joke.
Hold on. I don't know. Let's look it up. Express lane death penalty. I thought it was Jeff Foxworthy. Maybe a couple different people used it. Oh, no, it was Ron White. I was close. It was, but that other guy may have done it too. But it was Ron White. Yeah, Paul Briegel says Ron White, and Hemi says Ron White. Ron White, that dude's funny with his little freaking, you know.
Tom Segura does a joke on Texas and the death penalty, and he's like, they're even killing retarded or mentally challenged people, but I think he called them the other word. And because I remember him going, the guy was like, I'm sorry, and they're like, oh, too bad, and he like pulls the thing and does the boop scoop boop, and like, well, you can't see my foot, but I don't know. I know Tom Segura does a joke very, very similar to that.
Julius wants to know how much wardens make. What is it called? Something California where you can look it up. Open, not open. Look up California salaries. It's called something California.
You looked it up the other day.
Yeah. Transparent California.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
We got the California part, right?
Go out. Bobby, you got to go out.
Wardens actually make a lot of money because I have a friend who was a warden and he made quite a bit. $116,000. Whoa, this county forester fire warden. Warden Department of Corrections, $116,000, but other pay is $400. What is other pay? I always wonder what this other pay means. What is other pay? I want to watch this stupid ad. Do you have to watch the ad to figure out what other pay is? Jerry Garcia was one too. Really? I don't know what that HK, what that Ultra stuff is. You're gonna have to inform me on it. One day we'll have to call Hemi.
MK Ultra was a CIA mind control experiment with LSD.
Ah. So look, the warden for the Department of Corrections, Joe A. Lizarga. Hey. He makes $116,000, right? But other pay is $433,000. What the heck is other pay? That's what I don't get.
Don't know.
Because it says total pay, and then he has benefits too. So it's not benefits. It's not benefits.
Maybe the other pay is donations.
What is other pay in Transparent California? Here we go. Other pay. Frequent lump sum pay is one-time payments such as payouts for unused vacation and sick leave. Oh, so it's like sick time and shit like that.
Where they get like 6 months of sick time or something. They're like, oh, I'm only going to take off 3.
Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? Wow, that's a lot of money. Bonuses, yeah, bonuses. All right, so let's get back to this. Let's see. America's global elites prefer China and Communist Party. That's why we're erecting statues honoring George Floyd's last 9 minutes of life. That's why President Biden suggested Floyd's death was more meaningful than Dr. Martin Luther King. Did he really say that?
Wait a minute, it's on the.
They're saying that Joe Biden said that George Floyd's last minutes of life were more meaningful than Dr. Martin Luther King's.
I could see him saying that in the relevance to world recognition of a big problem. I don't. Yeah, I could see him saying that, and I can kind of see the context. I definitely don't agree with it by any means, but I can see how that would be said and people wouldn't have flipped the fuck out.
Man.
Then again, we let him get away with almost anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's disgusting if he said that. You know, Martin Luther King, whole life, I mean, I don't know. Julie's like, there's some really cute girls on death row. Well, you could go and you could write them. You could send them a letter. Here, watch. I'll even show you guys. Did you guys know that? I think my friend who worked at the Chowchilla prison.
The CIA took out MLK today. I think I heard somebody talking about they think the CIA took out MLK.
Martin Luther King.
Probably on Tim Pool again because they had to been talking about the McAfee thing.
All right.
About how they just get rid of people.
Here we go, Julius. We'll put any location. You go to writeaprisoner.com, and my friend who said, who's a guard, he says they never look like this. He said they're all fake profiles. But let's look, writeaprisoner.com. Here you go. Let's start now. Before you start, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Never mind, we're not going to do it, I guess. Oh, wait, you go back. Here we go. Where is it? How do you find them? Oh, see, that's what it is. You see how it says start now here? That's one of those clickbaits. Oh, I got taken by the clickbait. That girl from Alabama's kind of cute if that was really her. Why are they showing us men?
You did put in any.
Did I? I thought I put female. All right. She's got her tongue sticking. Why do girls take pictures? And they're all bisexual. Look, they're all oh no, there's a straight one. My buddy that works at the prison says no, they don't look like this at all. I've got the prison right next to me too. It's like 10 minutes away from me. How do you get pictures like this in prison? How do you can't take this? This must have been before they were in prison.
No idea.
Right? They're like all fancy dancy pictures, right? Listen to this. Hi, my name is Jessica. I'm 34. I'm single. I've never been married. I'm new to the pen pal thing, but I love to write. Looking for new friends that might lead to more in the future. I'm a very positive person. I'm uplifting. I'm currently trying to better myself while serving my time. I love the outdoors. Well, yeah, because you're stuck in prison and you can't go outdoors. Oh, she also loves walks on the beach. Camping, riding on the boat, and fishing. Hold on, let's go. Wait, I'm sorry, I gotta read this, guys. Julius, do you see what you got me started? Let's see. When I get out, I plan to stay in Florida. Well, I look forward to meeting you, so write me soon. She's in Lee County in Leesburg, Georgia. She went to Oakland City University in Indiana. Let's see. Does it show what she's arrested for? Oh, wait, here we go. She's a Scorpio. She's willing to correspond to outside the U.S. Photo verified by writer prisoner, no. Birth date, she's only 34. She's single. She's Christian. Seeking legal help, yes. Seeking legal or prayer partners, yes. Interested in furthering education, no. She's straight. Institutional, email. Earliest release date, 2028. What does she do? Does it say what they do? She's not on
Yeah, I
Facebook.
see it on the side. It says,
oh, see crime.
incarcerated for, yeah.
Let's see. Incarcerated for conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine. Ah, she's a drug dealer.
Yeah. I almost guarantee you most of these are a scam to get you to send money to their
Oh, I
canteen.
bet. I'm pretty sure. Let's look at one more. We'll read. See, look at this
when
one.
you go visit them or something like that, they're like, "Oh man, I got, I got a, what do they call it?
Look at this one. She says she's 47. This is a brand new pen pal. She's not 47. Look at that picture. She is not 47 in that picture.
Oh, if you get a shot, they call it. If you get a shot, and they.
Oh, they put you in. You're in trouble.
Yeah.
See, and she only has one photo. Man, I'm getting sick and tired of seeing that dick on my screen all the time. Oh yeah, I gotta clear my cache, huh? I love the outdoors, the ocean, art, and helping others. Let's see how long this chick's in jail for. Let's see. She's divorced. 2030. There you go, guys. I'm trying to think. Oh, it was George. Remember George on Seinfeld? George Costanza was dating a girl in prison, and he loved it. He's like, hey, I always know where she is, and she never pops in. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Freaking Julia says this is the definition of a long con for sure, right? All right, sorry guys, we had to go look at that. Okay, copy link. Let's go to move to our next part. Move to our next one. Senator Sheldon Whitehouse reveals he belongs to a yacht club that lacks diversity. Uh-oh. Oh no. Because black people really like, and Mexicans really like to join yacht clubs. Right?
They're like, you dumbass crackers.
I mean, that's stupid, right? If it's
right now we have 3.
It's not racist if you're, freaking, how do I explain it? I'm trying to explain it. Because, different cultures don't like certain things that other cultures like, right?
Yeah.
Let's try not to use black culture. What's something Asian culture does that Americans don't like?
Don't like or don't do?
Don't do. Okay, using bidets. Would that work? The Asian community likes bidets.
Shitting in holes.
Shitting in holes? Okay.
Yeah, they don't have toilets. You shit in a hole.
Oh yeah, because they don't like sitting down on the toilet, huh? But you know what I mean? It's just like that. It's how many black people do you see sailing? And it's not because of their race. They just they don't go sailing. I don't know. I don't go sailing. It's boring.
What did they say? Sailing or yacht club?
Well, yacht club. The yacht club.
Aren't yachts like super duper expensive?
Yeah. Let's look up cheapest yacht. Let's look up the cheapest yacht. Well,
but if you're gonna be a part of a yacht club, shit, that's like you being in you're in a club for photography, and you show up with a damn disposable camera. Know what I mean?
Yeah, right? All right, let's look up. So we're on a Yacht World, yacht for sale. Let's look up used yachts. Okay, we'll just look up used lots. And then hit select price range. That's 0 to 5,000. Maybe they have one cheap. Let's look. Call for price. See all those ones that. Holy shit! This is look at this yacht.
Yeah.
Man, I can't afford.
But I can almost guarantee you there's some diversity in that yacht club, because I can definitely see some Indian, like Arabic and Middle Eastern, like
right,
Serbians. people that you know, there's also certain cultures like Serbians, like if they get some money, they flaunt it. I mean, they were talking about it on Crowder.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna wear me a Run DMC jumpsuit and a gold chain and drive a white Mercedes or something like that.
All right, look. Sort by length. Let's sort by price, high to low. There's not even one under other. So there's $100,000. There's some the cheapest one that doesn't. That let's see what the cheapest one is. That shows you a price. Cause you get stuck with those ones where it just says like 99 grand. And see that this is not a yacht. These are not yachts. These are not yachts, right? A yacht is something big.
I guess you'd have to look into technically what is a yacht and what qualifies you to get into a yacht club.
Yeah. All right, well, wait, hold on. Julia says he was on the board of his local yacht club. They were just boats, but it's still called a yacht club. Okay.
Oh.
Well, that's good to know. See, and so there is diversity. I mean, look, I'm not calling Julius out, but Julius is a man of color, right? So let's read this. It says, Rhode Island Democratic Senator Sheldon Whitehouse Wednesday said he belongs to a sailing white club that lacks diversity. So why don't you buy somebody a yacht that's
He's in Rhode Island.
Right? The sailing club is distinct from Bailey's Beach Club, an elite Rhode Island organization that allegedly is predominantly white, to which it has been previously linked. He is not a member of the beach club, though his family is, and they will remain so. While this club does not have exclusionary rules for membership, it does lack diversity. So, if there's no rules saying that you can't join it because you're a certain color or gender, right? It's all about money or wanting to be part of the club. If this person doesn't want to be part of the club, you can't make them.
You know, you got to live in the area.
Yeah.
You go to the yacht club in Miami and
let's see.
You know, see who's part.
Rhode Island. What is it called where you can look up where they say where they talk about the information of their population?
Demographics?
Demographics. Thank you. Demographics. Let's look up, because they were talking about something similar like this on Crowder, right? And they were like, yeah, but it's in Connecticut. Connecticut, it's all white people. So let's see what their demographics are. We don't want to see COVID. We don't see employment. No. Civics. Let's see. Because they got to have diversity. Here we go. Rate and ethnicity. So, in 755,000 are white. 97,000 are Hispanic and blacker. So 15% of the population is Hispanic. And even less of that's African American or black. Black is 5% of the population. Only 5%. Asians are 35%. Multiracial is 20 or 2%. White non-Hispanic is 71%. And so, I mean, of course, how can you be diverse when your entire population of your state is 74% or 71% white? Just saying. Just saying. Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure you probably couldn't break it down to... I would say generally people that have enough money to buy a boat and be in a yacht club where you probably have to pay a membership fee, they definitely make more money than I do.
Yeah. Right.
But see, like, how many people make like over $100,000 and a year or something like that, according to their cost of living? We'll say you make over $100,000 a year, broke down by their ethnicity.
This is a real B&H customer story.
I didn't think they were going to do one.
Professional wild.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I have trouble paying my Elks Lodge dues every year. I don't have trouble, but I mean, it's like, the Elks Lodge dues even. It's like, so I couldn't afford a boat, or to.
And then I just thought of this, and this is funny, but I think it also might be it might have some backing behind. Not I'm kind of using the wrong word. It's going to be funny, but you probably see why it's somewhat. I'm just going to say maybe African Americans are not too privy about being on boats that much.
I gotcha. I know what you're talking about. I'm sure everybody else does.
Yeah. It's just like those jokes are like, you ain't gonna get a black man to get in no damn field to pick no vegetables, or
Yeah. I totally get it. Yeah, and Hemi's talking about his the memes that if you guys go to our Telegram channel, ever since Hemi joined, oh my gosh, he puts the greatest memes up every single day. You guys need to join our Telegram chat.
Couldn't figure out where the funk.
Sorry guys, I'm eating my lettuce here as we're doing that.
I don't know what you're talking about, Hemi, but
oh, he was saying he needs a new hat. His hat's all messed up.
Well, he let the funk out.
Right?
Said he let the funk out.
Hats always smell bad on guys, I think.
It's what you always see. You got to air them out. And you go country boy style and just barely have that shit on your head.
Boris says, does anyone know if the cop in Dayton, Florida lived or died? I don't know. Let's look it up. Maybe Julius knows. He lives over there.
Wait a minute. What happened in Dayton? Did we cover that, or I'm just?
I don't think we did. To be honest with you.
Something?
What the hell happened here? Why is it not erasing the stuff that I said? Let's look it up. Go to news. Daytona Beach officer injured. That was in 2021. I don't know, buddy. I really don't. You can buy a live aboard for $35,000. What's a live aboard? What, Donnie? Hi, Monster. You ate already, dude. I already fed you. I'm not sure.
Assume it's a boat fully functional that you could live in. Houseboat.
Yeah, it sounds like it, huh? What, Donnie J? I know, you want Daddy's attention, don't you? There we go. You got my attention now for a little bit. All right, Michael Eric Dyson calls Trump supporters maggots. Rails against... Donnie. Rails against mealy-mouthed snowflake white men. Who the heck is this person? Oh, he's a professor. Of course he's a professor. Right?
Yeah, I'm a professor, see?
I don't know, Boris. I'm not seeing anything, but we'll look it up again in a minute. So, liberal professor Michael Eric Dyson, I never even heard of this person, called Trump supporters maggots during an appearance on MSNBC Wednesday, where he railed against mediocre, mealy-mouthed snowflake white men.
I'm so offended.
I know, right? I thought the snowflakes were the Democrats, liberals. Donnie, go lay down, please.
See, we don't get upset about stupid shit. Like, you called me a maggot.
Yeah, big deal.
All right, good for you. Fucking, is that all you got?
Right.
on.
So let's see. Speaking about maggots, I'm sorry the MAGAs, Dyson quipped, responding to a question about Republican opposition to critical race theory. Oh, it's all about critical race theory. Oh, here we go. We got the video.
I agree with Brother Tim in speaking about, the maggots. I'm sorry, the MAGA. That is so corrosive
That's so
in
funny.
this, political moment. And can I tell you, Nicole, that as a black person, as a black intellectual,
he's black,
as a black person with a PhD from Princeton University, who's taught at several Ivy League schools, isn't it interesting? Before black and brown and minoritized and racialized groups could get in, before women could get in, those were the gold standards. Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Vanderbilt, University of North Carolina, and on and on. And when we get in, all of a sudden, it becomes the bête noire. It becomes a benchmark of your being a sellout. So you tell us we're too dumb to get in. And then when we get in, you tell us we're too much of an egghead to identify with the common people. I'm confused. Which one is it? When Richard Hofstadter talked about intellectualism in America,
they're laughing about it.
He was talking about the fact that they chose Eisenhower over, you know, a more well-heeled and thoughtful Democrat who was thinking seriously about this.
All right, I'm done with this dude already.
Okay, so I picked out something in this, but if you weren't from my state, you wouldn't know this. I think this guy is definitely not, he's kind of starting to talk out of his ass, because he is putting Princeton and Stanford and all these like Ivy League schools in the same category as the University of North Carolina. And he didn't even specify which one he's talking about. There's a whole bunches of them. But I assume he's talking about University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, which is the Tar Heels.
What's up, Calvin?
That's nowhere close to an Ivy League school. If you're going to name the highest school that we have in North Carolina, is Duke.
Yeah.
It's not UNC Chapel Hill. It's fucking Duke. That's where the smart people go. So this guy didn't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
Right. What's up, Calvin? Hey, Calvin, we're gonna.
You got 2 PhDs and all this other kind of stuff. Some little country bumpkin just called out your bullshit.
Right. Calvin, I'm gonna be going to Las Vegas in October with Taiho and maybe some other streamers. We're gonna go to the NAB, the News and Broadcasters Convention, and Drunk Uncle's gonna be going too. We gotta get you out there.
Vegas?
Yeah. We gotta get you out there.
Yeah, I need a vacation. I haven't taken one in probably 4 or 5 years.
Like, I went to use my free points at Marriott. Calvin knows where I normally stay at this one certain Marriott, and there's not even any rooms at that Marriott. They're already booked. So
this is a real being.
I'm gonna have to find somewhere to stay because I can't even use my free points. And my buddy Taiho, well, we're all three gonna be staying together, so you're gonna be hating Live Drunk because me and Taiho snore bad.
I'll get my own room. I stay up way too late.
Do you?
To be unless you're wanting to stay up and drink until 4 o'clock in the morning and not say a damn thing until noon.
It's
I probably just need to get my own room.
Well, actually, we'll have to get Taiho his own room then, because you and I will stay up late. Yeah, we'll meet up, Calvin, of course. I got your phone number. We'll call and we'll hang out. So, Pennsylvania school district cites copyright concerns to hide teachers' racial equity training curriculum. Oh, so if you go and say your student, like say if they're online, and you record them telling your student, your kid about critical race theory, they're saying, oh, you can't show that video because that's copyright. That's copyrighted material.
Let's see.
That's what I bet you watch. Can you read it? I bet you that's what they're going to say.
District cities cites copyright concerns.
So, like,
what are they saying? The material, the text that they're reading from the book is kind of curious. I don't see how this is going to work. But,
well, like, so I was in a class, and I would take, on classes, instead of taking notes, I would always take pictures of the slides. And one professor, she's like, you can't take pictures of my slides. That's copyrighted protection. And so, and if you look in the Fresno State curriculum stuff, it does say that you can only take.
Okay, I'm seeing that training curriculum.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it's the things that they're saying, but it's the manual.
No, even what they say, too.
They're reading from.
Even what they say. Well, let's see what it said. A school district in Pennsylvania cited copyright concerns to hide the
copyright speech.
Well, why not? I can copyright my video, right? It's my video. I made it. I'm just here. You and I are just here speaking.
Yeah, but that's something you created, not something that's coming out of your mouth. Like, I can't copyright. I mean, if speech can be copyrighted, I'm going to copyright A. Every time somebody says A,
no. So you're getting copyright and trademark mixed up. Copyright is just you talking. Copyright is something that you created, a video or a speech. Trademark is when they can't, if they say A, like the Happy Birthday song, that was trademarked.
But that's a song and that's created, and that's not actual speech. I'm digging too far. I know I'm digging too far.
I think you
are. Yeah.
So, a school district in Pennsylvania cited copyright concerns to hide the details of the racial equity training curriculum disseminated to teachers, as concerned parents in the district are demanding to see the documents. Parents of the Tredyffrin Easttown School District rallied against the district's racial bias training that had been implemented since 2018 in a meeting on Tuesday, demanding the curriculum that teachers in their schools are being released. So then they want the curriculum. They want to see what the teachers are teaching. The instruction and staff development, Wendy Towell, cited copyright concerns are the reasons why they couldn't show parents the materials their schools are using to instruct their students, according to an email. So you're right. It's like the books. It's the manuals, you know?
Yeah. Kind of like the teacher's edition of the
something like that.
With all the answers in it and shit.
Yeah, something like that. Bless you. So,
thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. But the kid, I mean, I don't know. I would see if my kids could record or something. All right, I wanted to see the Secret Service releases new list of the most wanted fugitives.
They should be able to record what the teacher is saying. It's a public school, right?
Right. You would think so. You would think
if
so.
If it's a public school, if it's a private school, obviously things are probably a little bit
This is a
different.
real B&H customer story.
Sorry, I try to stop it in time, and I never do.
Thank you, Kim.
So let's see. It says the Secret Service announced its most wanted fugitives on Wednesday, featuring suspects accused of various and participating in various financial and fraud schemes. I wanted to see this. I wasn't sure, but I thought maybe they were going to show some people at the Capitol. So most of the 10 suspects are citizens of Russia and the Ukraine. Let's see.
Did you hear about the grandma that got her sentence today?
No.
Oh, I didn't know if that was in your lineup of news or not.
A grandma got sentenced?
I'll tell you a little bit later.
Okay. A grandma got sentenced, huh? Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you got, I saw this earlier because Carol posted it in our Telegram chat. I don't know if she's still here, but a DC pedestrian bridge collapsed and shuts down traffic. I almost wonder if this was a bridge that I may have gone under when I was in Washington, D.C. Because when you go to the airport, there's a lot of bridges you have to go under on the freeway. Gosh darn it. I don't know why my thing is acting up. So it says at least 6 people have been injured after a pedestrian bridge collapsed in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday, according to city fire and emergency services. This is, look at that. That's pretty bad. Holy jeez. Fox 5 reported the collapse took place on Route 295 between Kenilworth Avenue and Polk Street. Let's watch the press briefing. Gotta go to Twitter for it, huh? It's too long. But yeah, I can't believe that's crazy. See, I was going to the school for engineering. I was going to be a civil engineer, right? And like I was really, once I got to trigonometry, I couldn't do the math anymore. And they're like, don't worry, you can push through it and you can get there. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, yeah, and then you're going to trust me with people's lives building bridges and shit like that? You know, designing them? Like, nope. So then thankfully I switched over to media communications and journalism. All right, yeah. Well, look, I mean, it doesn't look very thick. Look how thin that is. I wouldn't think that would have held up going across either. Look how thin that bridge is. I don't know, that's just me.
I think we've, in very, very small parts of way out in the country, I'm pretty sure we still have like wooden bridges. They're not very long at all if they're still functional.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just ones that are made out of wood, but
I don't know what it looked like before, Julius. I really don't. That what Steve Penn's like, that's what happens when you build on a swamp. No, I don't want breaking news alerts. Oh, you know what? I think I remember why I stopped using Newsmax. I used to use Newsmax for the news, but after so many of them, they won't let you watch them anymore. You have to sign up and pay for their service. Stop already. There we go.
Maybe if you got a VPN, that would eliminate that because it'll keep changing your IP address.
Maybe. It's possible. All right, so Tennessee nurse mailed blood and feces to husband's ex-wife. Wow. A Tennessee woman is facing federal charges after she allegedly mailed human blood, stained feminine products, and feces to her husband's ex-wife. Wow. Della Marie Gibson of Latham, 37, faces charges filed by the U.S. Postal Inspection Service that she mailed biohazard materials through the mail.
I could see it the other way around, but not this way.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was like the ex-wife sending it to the new wife, right? The blood came from a patient at the hospital.
You got my man, so eat my shit, bitch. But no.
So it sounds like this chick's a Republican too, because she saw Gibson claim that she wanted the kids to know that she worked hard while her ex-wife was a lazy, I'm sure she said a lazy bitch and didn't work for what she had. Well, she's probably pissed off because she's sending so much money in child support, right? Let's see, Gibson also admitted to mailing a second letter to the ex-wife's daughter, a minor, which contained statements that called the girl white trash and criticized the ex-wife as broke and lazy. That's interesting. Look at Shaq's newest law.
Got to do with alimony or something. Yeah.
Probably, right? I mean, let's put it this way: I got to pay a monthly
I
fee.
your man because I thought he had money and now he ain't got no money. Fuck you, bitch.
I got to pay my ex-wife a monthly fee for a while. So, political cartoon of the day: the Dems crime solution. I'm trying to see if I understand this one. I don't get it. I guess because they're beating up the cops. I don't know. Let's look at yesterday's. Okay, contestants, what's missing from the border? A, B, or C? All of them. All the above. It should be D. D. We saw this one already. All right, we got one last thing on the news, and then we got something that drunk.
That was the joke. That's why he didn't say D. He's like, what's missing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Sometimes it takes me a little bit to get these political cartoons. Like, I mean, even from looking back at them, like back in the day, because there's always been political cartoons, and they've.
Dude, Julius must think about this stuff. Well, I'm trying to stop this. Julius must think about this stuff. He's like, she should have mailed it through a carrier, then it would have been a. So look at this. The Los Angeles County Sheriff urges leaders to declare a state of emergency over the homeless crisis. Why should we declare a state of emergency over homelessness? It's your guys' fault. Your city fucked it all up. Why should we help fix you up? Or the whole state actually screwed it up. Los Angeles County Sheriff Alex Villanueva on Wednesday defended his move to dispatch deputies into a busy LA neighborhood while asking local leaders to declare a state of emergency to combat the region's homeless population or crisis. In a news conference, he asked for the border supervisors to issue a declaration as the homeless issue, specifically in Los Angeles' Venice Beach neighborhood. That's the rich neighborhood. We don't want the homeless in the rich neighborhood, right?
Oh no.
See, when they're just all in downtown LA, it was okay, but now they're in the rich people's neighborhood.
Adios, Kim.
Good night, Kim.
Well, Ben Shapiro said that Ben Shapiro, I've seen the house that he put up for sale whenever he moved to Tennessee. And he said he had homeless people camped out in front of his house. He couldn't even take his kid out into the front yard because he found a damn dirty needle out there that they just tossed over his barrier wall.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, I wonder if there's a new gas station encounter. I wonder.
So you're done with your news?
I'm done with my news. Then we're gonna move on to your news.
Well, I was going to tell you the grandma. I think she's either in her late 50s or early 60s, but she went into the Capitol January 6th.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know if she done anything, but I think she's the first one to be charged, or at least is making it to the news or whatever.
Yeah.
But she got 36 months probation. And so everybody's all up in arms, like, you got an insurrectionist and you only get 3 years probation. But they never really said like what she does. That could have been that old lady or that older woman that was on picture, just kind of walking around like with an American flag in her hand, like a little American flag, just like, what's going on? Not doing anything. Just wandering around in there.
Let's look it up. Let's see if we can find it.
And then I don't know, did you get to watch yesterday's Crowder where
I did.
That H3 guy tried to.
Yeah, I wanted to look. I wonder if they said it. What are they called? H3? H3?
Yeah, I watched their version of it. Of course, it's.
Oh, you actually went on. They actually showed their version of it.
Oh yeah, I fucked up like 4 people in the comment section, maybe 5.
I heard this guy is like really rich. Oh yeah, they got it right here. 41 minute. I'll have to watch it. Is this the one you're talking about?
Welcome everybody to a
That's
very
probably
special
him just talking
episode of
shit
H3
about it.
Podcast
Look
today.
at him. He's got his little half shift gun holster on.
Oh yeah, I see that. Who is this Sam Cedar guy, anyways?
He's, from what I gather, and the reason people don't want to talk to him is kind of the same reason why Conor McGregor would never take a fight with some guy who just got signed to the UFC yesterday.
Oh, that's a good comment.
You don't want to like waste your time on him.
Yeah. That's a good comment. Crowder, changed my mind. Ethan, change my debater. Oh, and there's 110 replies to that one. You know, this guy just got bigger because we all went to go watch it.
Yeah. I'm probably in several of these. If you find the ones that have a lot of replies, or I can't even remember which one. I generally will pick 1 or 2. And if I get traction, I get traction.
Yeah.
I enjoy fucking with people. I think I only got 3 today. I think I only got shut down 3 people today. Yesterday I had like 10.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Let's see. I can't even finish watching. How can anyone it's called trolling. Let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch it though. I'm gonna have to watch it. All right. So what else do you got, buddy? What else?
Oh.
How about if you talk? Cause I gotta go use the restroom real quick.
I don't know if I have. Okay. Let's see. This is probably shit I've already hadn't even seen yet.
This is about.
Okay. Ben Shapiro going over for the People Act. It's not a voting rights bill. Maybe look into that because it seems like Ben Shapiro is going to go into the fine details of what this voting rights bill actually is. Russia fires warning shots at bombs at HMS Defender. China threatens to join Russia counterattack. I don't know what HMS Defender is. I'm just going through tabs that I've still got open. Double murder in Chicago during Puerto Rican Day Parade. That's a Judge Mathis thing. Oh, that guy that cop that made that funny video about LeBron James. He's refusing to apologize for that. Oh, Alex Jones was on the Flagrant podcast either today or yesterday.
I'm looking for
That's a pretty good one. I haven't watched all of it. He went over the parent arrested. Oh, on the Juneteenth celebration day, a couple people got shot, and the ambulance was blocked from getting the person out of the way by twerkers.
Twerking?
Yep, they were twerking on and around the ambulance, so they couldn't even get the people that got hurt out of there.
Well, that's no good.
No.
Oh man, I was looking for the cups, the Star Wars cups, because I know the guys are asking about the Star Wars cups I found the other day. Remember those cups that were like $47 a piece on eBay?
I don't know exactly what the Russia thing is. It's a video that I hadn't started, but it was covered by Tim Pool today. I open up so many tabs throughout the day, and I run out of time to go through them all.
I have the same problem. Brother.
It did say something. I don't know what the hell it means. Russia fires warning shots and bombs at HMS Defender. Oh, it's got to be a ship. This guy's on a ship. So the HMS Defender must be a ship.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if it's a U.S. ship. Doesn't give you much in the description. Russia has claimed Crimea and its own and issued threats to NATO allies for entering the occupied waters. China, of course, has been standing alongside Russia and now is warning that they will join Russia in a counterattack against the U.S. provocations. Democrats have long railed against Russia and Republicans China, and about could be the accumulation both countries aligned against U.S. See, this is why I will not read the news. I suck at reading.
You're doing great. You're doing great, bud.
I suck at reading.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're doing great. I think you're doing just great, brother. You're doing just great.
Thank you. So I guess the HMS ship is a United States ship. Is that what I was gathering?
That's what Steve Pence is saying. That's what Steve Pence is saying. Look, I found Nicole Miller. The only reason I knew that name was because they talked about it on Seinfeld. Remember, she got the Nicole Miller dress. I got Nicole Miller plates. They say they're worth a lot of money. And these ones are supposedly worth some money too. This is some weird company name. But they were 49 cents. I don't know, I like showing stuff. Drunk Uncle is like, I don't want to look at that stuff. I just like...
Tell me some jerseys.
They don't ever... I think... Somebody beats me to all the jerseys, or they sell them somewhere else. I don't know what the heck is going on with all the jerseys, Drunk. I really don't. I try. I do. Yeah. Everywhere I go, I try and look for a jersey for you, but...
Well, the places that you go to and you know them, have you ever asked them if they even ever get any in, or... Because I could see that being like somebody would show up there every time they start to put out shit on the shelves.
Yeah. You know, I don't...
I regret so much about getting rid of my jerseys. I really do. Well, just for the nostalgia. They are worth money, but I'd have them framed.
You tell me what the best wall... I'll just keep looking for you. It's hard.
I'll almost take any one if it has that champion logo on it.
Really?
Yeah, okay. It's just back whenever I was fascinated with when I thought basketball was good and not pussified. Like the New York Knicks and the Detroit Pistons. Boston Celtics. Come on, those were rough dudes.
Speaking of that, so I mentioned this last night. You remember the movie Space Jam with Michael Jordan? It was a Disney movie.
They got another one coming out.
They got Space Jam 2, and I don't mind them coming out with Space Jam 2, right? But LeBron James is in the movie. Look at the way I say it. Superstar LeBron James and his youngest son Dom get trapped in digital space by Rogue Owl. To get home safely, LeBron teams up with Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and the rest of the Looney Tunes. And I like the Looney Tunes.
But in all honesty, let's say that this movie was going to get made anyway. Space Jam 1 obviously had Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan was the best.
Yeah.
And honestly, as much as he's a crybaby and he's a bitch and he doesn't pass the ball, you know, he's the I maybe might not go as far to say as he's the best basketball player, because I think I want to give that to Kevin Durant, but he's definitely the most well known. You know, I was a kid when Michael Jordan was the shit, so maybe the adults knew that he had a gambling problem, and you know, he wasn't the greatest person off the court, which it sounds like he wasn't.
You don't think Curry's better than? I like Curry, but I'm a Warriors
I love
fan.
Stephen Curry. I mean, his dad's Dale Curry. I used to go watch his dad play all the time. He was the 6th man of the year for several years. He played for the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
But Kevin Durant is a good damn player, and I'm pretty pissed off at Draymond Green for treating Kevin Durant like that. He's pretty much the whole reason he left the Warriors.
Jeannie, yeah, I think they are keeping track of you. Hey, Drunk, I think you're going to get jealous over what Steve Pence just posted. He's got a Clyde the Glide Drexler uniform when he played Jordan in the playoffs, championship round. So I bet you that's got to be
from Clyde Drexler. Hell yeah.
Clyde the Glide Drexler with the Portland Trail Blazers.
Mm-hmm.
He was a badass dude.
Yep.
What Sugar? Can I see Sugar down here? She's so dark it's hard to see her.
I think Clyde Drexler had an interesting run-in when he was a rookie with Larry Bird.
There's Sugar Hill. Say hi, Sugar. And then Brownie's got to get all jealous.
Yeah, never get rid of that jersey, bud. Never get rid of that jersey.
Huh. Clyde the Glide. I used to have his basketball
unless
card.
you just want to. Unless you just want to.
And if you do, Drunk's willing to buy it.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Okay, I guess we can finish this CBS report thing real quick. I want to see what else the girl whistle blows about. What do you think? Watch a little bit of it at least.
You chose to come to Project Veritas.
This issue is not just about me. I'm watching our whole nation suffer because they're put underneath these policies that are enacted by corporations. And this is a human rights issue. And every American and every person on earth has the right to breathe fresh air. And to segregate somebody is completely inhumane.
So it's that segregation of the employees at CBS that is what you are speaking up against.
Right, and as an on-air personality, it's very obvious to the viewers, wow, she's never in the studio. She's always at her house working
People
from home.
know, based upon the fact that you're home, what your vaccine status might be.
And everybody at work, oh wow, April's not allowed in the building.
And that could be
it's
construed as a medical information about you.
Right. It's an unfortunate thing, James, but it's not just happening to me, it's happening all across the world. And I really felt like I had gone through all of the correct channels within our organization to try to amend this to no avail.
Can you tell me a little
Good night, Jeannie.
here?
So these are emails that come through from corporate. We are using the power of our brands to encourage viewers to get the vaccine.
This is CBS corporate.
Yes, Viacom CBS.
Vaccine hesitancy. We've seen this term before with Facebook whistleblower.
Right.
Tell me about what that means.
So basically, they're going to use the power of all of Viacom CBS brands. That's, I mean, it's huge. It's a huge conglomeration. But one example that they're showing here is MTV and Comedy Central Brazil teamed up with Facebook and Instagram to launch an important social media campaign.
Is this news? Is this journalism?
I don't think that this is journalism at all. I think that this is propaganda being pushed on people.
What is the most egregious example that you've seen personally at CBS Detroit of this lack of journalism that you speak of?
Probably the most recent has been when we've done the Community Connect show. We want to talk about what's going on in Detroit and around the community. It's supposed to be an upbeat type of lighthearted piece. But over the last year, we've had some political figures. As I've watched some of those interviews, it made me a little bit sad because the people are recognizing that elected officials are not making decisions in the people's best interest. And as a journalist, I feel responsible to be able to bring these questions to light. The most recent was when I interviewed Dr. Khaldun. She was a major critical person in the vaccine rollout here in Detroit. And I was really looking forward to asking her some questions about the safety.
I would say longer than we've both been
So this
living.
is you interviewing Dr. Khaldun and not asking softball questions.
Politicians aren't voting in our best interest.
About you said they prevent hospitalizations, but we know that there are
course
there
not.
have been many studies showing that people have been hospitalized after the vaccination. What do you mean by that?
Absolutely. So when you look at the clinical trials, and all of them are different. So it's really important that you can't just put all of the clinical trials for all 3 vaccines into one and make assumptions. But in every trial, what they showed was that there is high efficacy.
Easy, damn.
Who received the vaccine?
I know, right? Sorry, I was looking for something.
COVID-19 related.
Sound like you were breaking shit.
No, nothing broke.
Getting close to breaking
It's also
stuff.
really important that
Close.
people understand. There are some people who have had reactions after a vaccine, but those reactions are not necessarily directly related to the vaccine.
Oh,
This
they're
is
not.
a brand new medical product that's being
It just so
released.
happens
and
that it
I
happens
understand
afterwards.
that it was important. We need to get our economy back up and running. This was a good thing, right? But people need to have
Oh my
informed
gosh,
consent.
Hemi.
And so I felt like it was a very valid question to ask. Hey, can you tell me, Dr. Khaldun, what are the long-term studies that have been done regarding safety and efficacy of these vaccines? I was trying to ask some more pointed questions, and I really wanted to find out because she basically said early in the segment that nobody had adverse reactions, and I knew that that was false. So I was trying to have her clarify that for me. And as I was speaking, my producer in my ear was saying, move on to the next question.
Really?
Did not want me to talk
What
about.
was that producer's name? If you're uncomfortable saying it, it's okay. So the person at the station was telling you to move on from this line of questioning because they, in your opinion, or from your perspective, they didn't want you to talk about this.
Right, but this was almost like you're not allowed to ask real questions about the vaccine. Just ask her who inspires her and those types of things. And I felt like as a journalist,
Your favorite
there's
ice
no way I can
cream.
have somebody
Right.
who has the knowledge that she has regarding vaccines and is talking about them and showing how she's already demonstrated that she's gotten one. And it would have been
Was that a sneeze?
careless of me as a journalist not to ask those questions. So
Yeah.
then there was a phone call later.
Oh, I thought you sneezed. I was gonna say bless you. All right, I'm gonna take a second. The reason you guys heard all that noise, because not last night, but Monday night, people were asking me about those mugs that I got, the Star Wars mugs. So I was trying to find them so I could show you guys, because I know a lot of people were asking about it. So I've got a Chewbacca coffee mug that I bought. We have the Snow Stormtrooper coffee mug for you. This is just for you Star Wars people. I forget this guy's name. Well, I guess it'll say it on the other side, huh? BB whatever. Got one of him. These are pretty cool though, right?
Yeah. How much do you get for a mug online?
It all depends.
I know it all depends, but Middle of the road.
Middle of the road on average, the mugs sell for about $12 plus shipping. On
Okay.
average. These ones, I think these ones are probably going to go for $20 plus shipping. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You know, because they're Star Wars. They're made by Gallery. They're official.
I was just thinking, like, I don't know how many coffee heads we got out there, but you know, since like you get all these mugs and stuff, and we both love Steven Crowder, you could have your own mug club for a set number a month or something like that. And
something. Well, I also have my
like
3D
I said,
printer.
if you're a coffee head, you know, you can get a different unique mug every month or something like that for a certain dollar amount that can be discussed at a later time.
Or maybe, what about this? So I have my 3D printer. What if we do something to where every month I make a specific, I'll 3D print something that we can ship out to the people. You know, like EddieBlockFilms logos, and have like a Drunk Uncle logo, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know what you guys think. We're just here to please you guys. So you let us know what you think would be a good idea, and we'll see if we can't get it done.
Right? And then like, so this, I just bought this because I thought it was kind of funny. I figured somebody would buy it, right? It's interesting. There's no name on it or nothing, but it was, you know. But this one I think you might like. I haven't looked this one up yet, but I think this one might be worth some money too.
Like, I can send people a beer every month.
A beer? No, we can't send a beer. We'll get in trouble for that.
Or maybe an empty beer from Drunk Uncle, straight from Drunk Uncle's hands. Nobody paid for that.
I was thinking about.
I'm just fucking talking shit now.
I was thinking about like the my what do you call it? My Crown Royal bags, you know, selling one of those a week or something. I don't know. Like sell that as a collection set and could get good money, Eddie. Right on, Paul. I'll have to look. I don't know how I'm gonna sell it just quite yet. Yeah. The other thing, or you know, I want to raffle off, you know, that piece that I have, that banner.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid, like, it needs to get a lot of exposure, because I bet you that's worth a lot of money, right? But I'm afraid if I advertise auctioning it off on YouTube, I'm afraid I'll get in trouble and I'll get a strike.
Probably.
So I'm like trying to figure out a place where I could auction this thing off without getting a strike, where it will get a lot of, you know.
Reddit? I don't know, man.
Yeah. But like, how would I get it out there? How would I, you know?
You got me on that one.
We could just say, hey, there's a news story. Look at this Reddit article where somebody's auctioning off, right? Auctioning it off. What's up, Dar? What if I did that? Some guy got into trouble for selling 3D printed coat hooks. Why would you get in trouble for selling 3D printed coat hooks? What monster? We get.
I think I know where this person's going with it, but I hope not.
What do you think? They had a camera in there or something?
No.
Am I going the wrong direction? What monster?
I'm thinking they're leaning towards homemade abortions.
No, really? Say hi, monster.
You never heard the expression, like, can't get an abortion, just get a coat hanger?
Yeah, coat hanger, not hooks. You know what a coat hook is? You just hang your coat on it. It's not that.
I don't know. My mind just went to that, so.
Dar. She says, how are my favorite guys? How you doing, Drunk Uncle?
Huh?
Dar said, how are my favorite guys? So we gotta answer.
Obviously, I'm doing pretty good because I'm having a hard time paying attention to things. I got my D10 cartridge. Have my. Let's see where it is. I got my D8 runts. So I got the D8 and the D10, and then I got the CBD's flour. And then my vape. and my beer. I'm doing quite well.
Sounds like it.
You're going well too.
I'm doing very well myself. Doing very, very well.
Have you noticed that Steven Crowder is never in a, well, he always says he's not in a good mood. You know, they always go around and be like, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? And Gerald always asks Steven back, how are you doing? And Steven always like, well,
Yeah, he does kind of, huh?
You'll pay attention to it now. Gerald pointed that out. I think it's a skit that they do every day. Kind of like with, you know, Dave saying ahoy for the first thing.
Oh, yeah, ahoy. I like that, though. I like the way he says it. It's just like, hey. Guys, sorry. Donnie, you hit the switch, buddy. You hit the switch. Sorry about that, folks. It happens. It happens every so often. Dude, so here's another thing I bought at the thrift store that I was like, wow. Wowza. I'll show it to you guys. Let me see, where is it? Let's see. Go to Chrome Small. Turn this on.
Somebody said you ain't got no sound. Let's see. No, I got it on my end.
No, what happened is, remember, it just turned off for a second. The dogs hit it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm back. So check this out. I got this at the thrift store for $5. This guy right here. And look at how much it's going for up top.
What does it say, 106?
Yeah. Right? I was like, ooh, Eddie did good. See, every once in a while I hit it big, but here's the problem. It doesn't mean it's, look, it's on sale now, so it was 124. So it doesn't mean it's going to sell for that. But me being the person I am, I'll just put it up for like $70 and sell it real quick. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully, right? Because I only paid like $4 for it, so I don't know. And some people
make a quick nickel than a slow dime, and that makes sense.
Yeah, people are like, you know, well, you're losing money by selling it for so cheap. And in my eyes, like, no, because now I'll take that money and go buy something else.
Yep.
Right. So
you want to sit on shit that you think you're gonna wait until you get what you think is worth. Eventually, you're gonna have to buy more storage.
Yeah. Right. That's what they say. So.
I sell shit on the discount just because I'm tired of looking at it.
Yeah. No, there's no chips or cracks, Expando, none at all. That's like like when I go, so like when I do my thrift store shopping, people are like, oh, you shouldn't go and look up prices inside the thrift store because they're just gonna know you're selling it. And I'm like, so what? I take like an hour and a half in each thrift store, and I know Noritake is a good brand, but they also have shitty stuff, right? So even though I see Noritake, I still double check on eBay the prices to see if it's worth me buying. And people are like, well, you don't know your products that well. It's like, I do, but there's so many different Noritake plates that it's hard to know which ones are cheap. You know, you can't memorize them all. And so that's what I do. If you see me in a thrift store, I'm just like looking everything up.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, I'm there to make some money, not be, you know, it's being smart. And people were like, well, you shouldn't be looking it up in the thrift store. I'm like, why not? They're getting the price they want, right? They're only asking this much money for it. They got their price.
Yeah.
Like when we had our thrift stores, I'm never good on clothes. This one girl came in, my wife's friend. She's like, Eddie, you know, I just bought for $2. I bought a $300 pair of pants. And I'm like, well, good for you. You got a deal. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
So.
See, there's an opposite side to that where you don't need to be on your phone fucking looking up shit, and it's in my business because I don't make any fucking money off of it. Said customer comes in.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, oh, show me that Legend kit. Okay, I take it out, open it up. They get to hold it. They get to look at it. We throw some batteries in it. They can see how the screen works, this side or the other.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, they back up. And they're like, how much is that? 85. They pull out their phone. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep looking. And I know what they done.
Yeah. They just came to your store to test it out.
Yeah. So they use my time, my electricity, my knowledge, tell them how it works, show them it, everything like that. And then they whip out their fucking phone and then buy it from wherever the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I hate when people do that, you know? I mean, I'll do that at like Home Depot, you know, stuff like that, because I don't care about those big corporations. But at a little guy store, no, I never do that.
And like right in front of somebody too.
Yeah.
And especially, well, you know, they're not going to assume that I'm the owner.
Yeah.
But
well, it's like
trying to get that Stockton slap.
But see, when I do it at the thrift stores, I'm not looking to buy it elsewhere. I'm just looking to see if it's worth buying or not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's okay. They've got a price on it. You know, you're not gonna. How many customers come to the cash register and be like, "I want to pay more for this."
Yeah, right.
You know, they've got a price on it. They're willing to get rid of it.
Yeah,
it is what it is. You know,
because see, for these thrift stores, if you know, they have everything's on 75% off sale except for a certain color, and I think what it is so. Like the Mission one where I go to, everything's 75% off except for pink and let's say orange. This week I think it was orange. What I think they do is they use orange, that color, and that's the new stuff. So they give the new stuff a week to be bought at regular price before they sell it at 75% off. Because they're just going through so much stuff. And that's how they make their money. Like you said, I'd rather have the 50 cents right now than $10 a year later. Sitting on my, you know?
Polly, no. I mean, I do have a website, but it's not a e-commerce website. There's a law that you can't send vape products from business to consumer anymore, unless you pay these outrageous fines or.
Plus, I don't think Drunk Uncle wants to get his business coincided with this. To be honest with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, if you just wanted to see the website, I'm sure we could figure out some way to get you the link for that. But honestly, I don't even know what our website looks like. I don't deal with it. I passed that along a couple years ago. I have no idea what it looks like.
Yeah, but if you ever go to North Carolina, just let him know you're in North Carolina, and he might give you a hint of where it is.
Yeah, man.
Because we know you for sure, so we give it to you. They rotate the clothes by color. I hate selling clothes, so I really don't sell the clothes. But what I do, I notice at the thrift stores they have all the clothes by color. Right? So they have suits, but they're all by color. Then they have pants, they're all by color. Shirts, they're all by color. They separate them. And I hate selling clothes. I don't like it. You got to measure a whole lot more. You know?
And you're narrowing down your customers every time you're dealing with something that has more and more options.
Yeah. The Telegram link is in the chat.
You got a cool ass coffee mug. Everybody that drinks coffee can buy that mug.
Yeah, exactly, right?
If you got a pair of size 10 or we'll say a size 13 Air Jordans.
Yeah.
You're limiting your market down to people that like Air Jordans and have a size 13 foot.
Yeah, the Air Jordan, speaking of size 13, I got a whole bunch of size 13 shoes that I just basically have to throw away because they're too hard to find somebody to get it.
There you go.
The Telegram channel. I thought it was on this one. Oh, here we go. Nope. The Telegram channel. It should be on my main page. It should be on the page here. Let me hit pause. Let's go down here. Let's see if it shows it. I thought I had it on here, my Telegram channel. It's not on this one. Where is my Telegram channel? Let's see. Check out our Telegram. Here we go. I found it. I got it.
Hey, Arflet, your dad took care of them loopholes, man. Took advantage of them loopholes.
Oh, that's a different one. I gotta find the chat that we're in, guys. Give me a second. Should be right here. Okay. Here we go. Control V. There we go. There's the link for it, guys. Yeah,
I was trying to explain shortcuts to my employee and majority owner today.
They don't know how to use like Control C or Command C or Command V. None of that stuff.
And I was trying to explain it to him because one of them, or the majority owner, she owns another business that has to do with like billboards. And she's like dictating to somebody about how to do an email to tell somebody about the billboards. And I was like, do you pretty much say the same thing like every email? Like, hey, blah, 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 blah. This is blah, 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 blah. And then you say, okay, these are the specific billboards available, blah, 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 blah. You know, and she's like, yo, yeah, it's the same thing almost every time.
Yeah.
I was like, well, why are you having to tell them what to type out? And I was like, make a boilerplate template. And she's like, well, how am I going to get it from the Word document to the email? Copy paste. Well, I don't understand. I tried that. It doesn't work. And I'm like,
great.
Oh, okay. But I was still waking up, so I was just like, I ain't even fucking with this shit right now.
Yeah.
It's too early in my day to try to teach somebody how to copy paste that doesn't even understand, that says that they've done it and it doesn't work.
Yeah, so I got my stepdad's 85, right? And he likes new technology, and he's like, hey, I really want to get a 3D printer. This is cool. And I was like, okay. And then he's
85 dealing with a 3D printer. I've got a 60-year-old lady that can't comprehend how to hit Command C and Command V.
Well, I'm getting to that part because so he's like, I'm gonna get you one so you can teach me how to use it, and I'm just thinking in my head like, fuck, really? I mean, I wanted a 3D printer. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, you know, it'd be cheap. It'd be easier for me to spend the $300 to buy the 3D printer than to have to teach him. So, and he lives an hour away, you know, so I'm going up there and I'm trying to teach, you know, because what you got to do is you got to download the file from the internet, then you got to put it in this program which switches it to a file that you can put in your 3D. So it's actually a lot more work than you think. You know, you just think you download the file and hit print, which I don't know why it's not like that, but it's not. So I'm trying to teach him it, and I'm like, okay, you got to double click on there. And he's like, huh? And so he couldn't do it. You know, because on a laptop, you got to double click to right click. And he's like, why won't it fucking work? You know, and he's got PTSD, and I'm just like, get your mouse, it'll be easier. And it's just funny trying to watch him try and double. He's like, that's a double click. I'm like, that's not a double click. Like, so it's funny. So Modern Family has part of an episode called Double Click, right? And they're trying to teach the old man, Al Bundy, how to double click. And he's like, see, I'm doing a double click. And that's what my stepdad does. And I sent him that video, and he's like, what are you trying to say there, boy? I was like, you don't know how to double click, asshole.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially if an older customer comes in, I'm like, okay, so we'll do it live. To turn it off is 5 quick clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I generally just press the button until I see something happen. But I'll tell this to an older person, even show them, and they'll be like, okay, so I think this device might actually do it. But a lot of them don't. They'll go, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why didn't it turn off? I said, you got to click it faster. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can just see the stuff coming out the top.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, no, I was like, eventually I just say, hit it a bunch of times until you see something happen on the screen.
Why don't they make it to where you just hold the button and it turns off? Why do you got to click it 5 times?
Hold the button activates it.
Oh, I see. Why don't they put another button for the power then? I guess it's too much money.
Like a power switch?
Yeah.
I think they've had those before, and for some reason they don't do it anymore, so it must not have worked out. You got to remember these things, a lot of people carry them in their pockets. I don't have to worry about that because I work at a vape shop. My shit's on the table all day, every day.
Yeah.
You know, you're a construction worker, and you know you have a on and off switch, and then your power button that just fires. You could accidentally turn it on, squat down.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're
on fire.
draining and most likely you probably hit your power up button at the same time, so you're firing your device at 200 watts with a lithium ion battery.
Yeah, it's not very good to have in your pocket doing that on.
Yeah.
That's true. I never thought about that.
It's pretty hot. It gets pretty hot.
Oh my gosh, Steve Pence is doing the Al Bundy at the strip club where a buck is enough to see their stuff. The nudie bar. Oh my gosh.
The nudie bar.
Remember Al Bundy? He had a dollar bill on a string. Oh, I miss Married with Children. That was a good show.
I always loved the encounters that he had at the shoe store.
Oh yeah, with the large ladies.
Yeah.
Or Marcy coming in and packing like a chicken. Oh my
I heard they actually hated each other.
That's what there was a story on it, yeah.
Yeah, that's why it works so well on camera.
That's why I also know that Ed O'Neill is not a liberal, because they said that that's one of the things they fought about. So, yeah, that show is actually what made Fox. That Married with Children was the #1 show on Fox, and that's how they grew, was from Married with Children.
That was the most edgiest show on television as well.
Yeah, because it started out with Married with Children.
Correctly.
Yeah, it was that, and then The Simpsons, and then they went to they started with In Living Color. Those were the top three Fox shows.
When did Beavis and Butthead start? Because I remember their first season was
that was in
fuck.
The 90s.
You had to watch
I think.
it at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, that was on MTV.
Yeah, but that was still cable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Fox is basic cable, right?
Yeah, my teeth are super white. Are they? I don't know. I got a
Youngins
good dentist.
probably wouldn't even know that if we had the truth in here. But like, you know what basic cable is? Yeah, bro, you get like 100 channels. Ah! Now you get like 3.
And remember when it used to shut off at like 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or, oh my gosh! And why did
all those colors just
the bars?
Yeah.
Remember with the Married with Children? All right, guys, get in the Fox watching position, and they had to hold the antennas. Like, remember back in the day when you had the rabbit ears, where you had to get them turned just the right way?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My first year in college, the only channel I could pick up with my rabbit ears was Fox, and that was kind of back when there's really not much to watch. So, like, I really only watched it on Sundays, and I watched NASCAR, and that's how I became a Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan. I had nothing else to watch.
I love Dale Jr. Let's see.
But the Sunday races always come in clear as fuck.
Right? You know, you can get a No Ma'am shirt somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's someone on Amazon. I'm trying to look and see what they have with Married with Children. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Remember that one where Al Bundy was he got on a game show and they didn't let him on, so then they put on Kelly, and they did the final question was who scored 4 touchdowns in one football game for Polk High in 19...
Oh goodness, I I don't remember the episode, but I remember that. I couldn't tell you much more of the episode more than that.
Oh my gosh, Psycho Dad, yeah. Remember Psycho Dad?
Psycho Dad.
I'll never quite let's see. There's a no man shirt. See, there's 4 touchdowns in a single game. Let's see what I'm just looking at stuff they're selling on eBay. Oh, they got Al Bundy jerseys. That's cool. Remember the no man meetings? Freaking or Al Bundy on the toilet. They got some cool stuff.
With the newspaper. Always with the newspaper.
Oh, they got a pop for Married with Children. Ooh, Kelly Bundy. I had a big crush on her.
Oh, well, if you were a teenager during that time, who wouldn't?
Right? Always wearing those dresses. Oh, they have an Al Bundy pop. Look at that. That's cool. They have a Kelly Bundy pop. I just love Peggy. She was hot too when I was a kid. Right?
Stay so skinny.
There you go. See, that's why I was in love.
Bonbons.
This is why I was in love with Kelly Bundy. Look at that. She is hot.
Straight out of a Motley Crue video.
Right?
Girls.
Holy shit, look, this guy's asking $100 for the Funko Pop for Al Bundy. Holy jeez. Yeah, we did miss you, Dawn Break. What's going on?
Hola.
See, there's old Married with Children stuff. Shoot me $12, Al Bundy. David Faustino. You know, he owns like a whole bunch of clubs nowadays. See, he wants $59 for the Al Bundy one. Ooh, hello, Katie Seagal. Right? She used to be hot. Well, she still is hot, I guess.
I actually think she got hotter with age, to be honest with you.
You liked her in Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah, or maybe I just, that haircut was just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
In the day. Could be that.
I wonder why that Steve left the show. Marcy's husband.
I don't know.
I was a big fan. I'm sorry, guys. I was a big fan. Yeah, always putting his hand down his pants, right? Heck yeah.
I liked it after Jefferson came in.
You like Jefferson better?
Yeah.
More
relatable.
I don't know why they didn't make her gay afterwards. Maybe it was too early in the, the 90s that they couldn't do that yet, or?
Probably. Yeah. Most likely.
Because, I mean, we all know she's a lesbian. And, I mean, she actually directed a lot of the shows. Seagal is doing some woke attorney show now, really. All these people going woke nowadays. Getting old. All right, guys. I think we've had a good night. What do you guys think? Steve Pence wants to buy Al Bundy's Dodge. Remember when it went over 1 million miles and he missed it? Okay. All right, guys. Well, I think it's getting late in the night. Oh, wait. We haven't done any of these tonight. Hold on.
I will put you through that fucking wall, dumbass.
Dumbass. And then this one.
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
All right. We'll do this one now. All right, guys. Well, thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate it. If you like this show, do us a favor. Hit that like button. Come back later on, right after we hang up, and do us a favor and write a comment, too, because that helps us. I'm sorry, Don. We've been on for 4 hours. I'm
Definitely
so sorry.
Comment.
But yeah, do us a favor. Leave us a comment. Like the show. Share it. Share the show on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever you can do to share it. We appreciate it. So, sorry, Don. Sorry we just left. But we run out of stuff to say. Right? So, thank you for being here.
Now I'm forgetting things to say. It's late over here.
Yeah, we've been...
at 1:20 in my time.
Yes, it's 1:20 over drunk. He's been drinking all night. I've had 1 or 2. In fact, hold on. Let's have a shot before we go. We're going to have a shot for number
But
one.
drunk uncle wouldn't be drunk uncle if drunk uncle wasn't drinking.
Yeah. Well, how about this? We're going to have a shot for everybody. I'll do Crown Royal. Drunk is gonna do his Bud Light, right? So everybody, you ready for a shot? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Crown Apple is one thing that is one of the only drinks that I can drink straight shot like that. Right? Hey, Paul, do me a favor. Go when you see your brother and sister, give them a hug for us. You know. And anyways, I don't know, Drunk. Don't you you got something to say? I think. I don't know. Do you? What could it be? I don't know. Anyway, cheers. That was a good show. There you go. All right, guys. I hope you guys had fun. And we'll be back on tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Thursday night, so we'll be back on 6 Pacific.
Adios.
9